This is a Headgum podcast.
Yuji Naka has been arrested for alleged insider trading. This partial headline was published in November of 2022, another chapter in the ongoing ignoble fall of the co-creator of one of video gaming's most iconic characters. After joining Sega as a programmer at the age of 19, Naka-san saw a rapid rise to gaming's highest tier of talent, having a significant role on major franchises like Space Harrier and Phantasy Star in his early 20s. And then, in 1991, at just 26 years old, he and collaborator Naoto Oshima unleashed the game that would make his career. A speed-focused side-scroller starring a blue hedgehog with track shoes and a tude. His love of chili dogs would become canon in later entries. The game's blockbuster success immediately made Naka-san a sought-after superstar, lured away from, and then back to, Sega, where his team named for the character would create critical favorites like Nights into Dreams and early MMO progenitor Phantasy Star Online. But Sega's mismanagement of its console hardware and sloppy handling of its key franchises led the company to recede from feisty Nintendo competitor to third-party also-ran, and Naka-san's career similarly lost its luster. In 2003, following the commercial collapse of Sega's Dreamcast console, he released his game Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg for the Nintendo GameCube, to mixed reviews. Arguably his last gasp at relevance. Most recently, Naka-san bears the shame of directing 2021's unplayable bomb Balan Wonderworld, and his indictment for multiple mobile game-related stock hustling schemes. Nevertheless, his contributions to gaming history remain immense. And the peak of his speedy rodent mascot's relevance was arguably its first sequel, a 2D platforming masterpiece released in 1992 for Sega's Mega Drive console, known as the Genesis in North America. Similarly, the second live-action feature film based on the property was a major box office hit in 2022. So will our Sonic sequel follow the trend? This week on Doughboys, we celebrate Love Week with a return to Sonic Drive-In.
It's the Doughboys!
Welcome to Doughboys, the podcast about chain restaurants. I'm Nick Weiger, along with my co-host, the sweetest, funniest man anyone could ask for, the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell.
Nick, it must be a special week because
It sure
my
is.
heart's aflutter, and I don't think it's anything bad.
Mitch, that's a toast spoon man. A toast spoon man in lieu of a roast spoon man.
Wow.
And that one comes from Nick W. of Los Angeles, a.k.a. yours truly.
Nick!
It's Love Week.
I love you,
I
Nick.
love you, Mitch.
We love each other.
We love each other. The Doughboys love each other.
The Doughboys love each other. A lot of times you'll read comments and be like, nah, Mitch, got angry because Wags walked out during his review and he got all mad. We love each other.
We love
We're
each
joking.
other. We're friends.
We're friends.
Friends bust on each other sometimes.
And that's what happens.
That's
we
what
love
happens.
each other. Wags, I loved that. Thank you.
Oh, God bless
And
you.
you know
I
what?
love
It makes
too.
sense because it's Love Week.
It's Love Week. And you know what? Let me just say to all the Redditors who comment on our episodes, you drive us crazy, but we love you.
We love you too.
We love you.
We love you.
All of
You
you,
weird little incels.
you fucking sentient garbage cans, given arms by a wizard's incantation you can type stupid shit with. We love you.
Fucking, you open your mouth, there's a fish bone there that fucking flies out. You're fucking human garbage. But we love you. We love you. Speaking of garbage, here's something I don't love.
Oh, boy.
Well, here's something I love, Mario Kart. Something I don't love, 42 size waist and over can't go on the ride.
It seems a little sizist, and also just like not really understanding America for that to be a thing. But apparently, yes, the new Mario Kart ride at Universal has a weight limit that's pretty low.
Maybe understands America more than we do because the responses to it were like, lose some weight then if there's an issue. Like, that's what, I looked at tweets and every response.
Oh, God.
42, by the way, I am a 42, so I guess it would be a toss-up whether I would fit. The answer is I wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
I've never...
They just throw a Wario costume on you and give you a job. You're a
Plant
walk-around
my
character
feet-
now.
plant my feet to the ground and I just wave to people. I never had problems on roller coasters, and I've been with people who have had problems on roller coasters. And then Jack and I went to Harry Potter Land. So this is notorious for Universal. I tried to go on the Harry Potter ride, and this is also the one that came over your head and it wouldn't close this way.
Right.
Which I'm like, I'm not even embarrassed about here. I guess my titties a little bit, but I got nice titties.
Yeah.
But like the bar came over, and so it wouldn't fit, and I had to take a walk, and I was walking with like 6 dudes, like it was like me and a bunch of other people walking away from the ride, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. Look, I'm big now, and that's also, by the way, when I was like 40 pounds lighter, probably, sadly.
But there's like there's a layer of shame that shouldn't be there. And honestly, the other people like probably in your party aren't even feeling that, but you're going to be self-conscious about it.
Of course.
It kind of sucks that the parks are supposed to places to like it's escapist things. It's for fun. It should be family friendly and inclusive.
I fit fine on the Incredicoaster.
Yeah.
There's no issue when I get on the Incredicoaster.
Yeah.
I mean, it was weird, but this new one is like, that seems even worse than the Harry Potter thing. Size 42. There's people who are just big.
Yeah.
Fucking trash.
Yeah.
A lot of the Nintendo characters couldn't ride on the ride.
It's true. Kirby, get the fuck out of here.
That's bullshit.
It sucks.
Kirby's doing the walk of shame down the tunnel. That sucks. That sucks. We got to review that place. Maybe with Armin, who almost died. I'll reveal it.
You should. You're saying that on the podcast?
I'm saying it. Why not?
Is it okay to say that? Is he okay with that?
I'll check with him later.
Jesus Christ.
He said I could say it.
We love Armin.
We love Armin.
We're very happy that we were very worried and stressed out about him. We're very happy that
he's going to be okay.
He's doing all right.
But it was close. You're probably hearing it for the first time too. Sorry. But
great thing to dump in our guest lap.
But I was thinking of Nintendo. I thought about Armin.
Yeah,
we love him. He's going to be okay. It's good.
What happened?
His stomach burst, but he's going to be. but he's going to be okay.
Had a chest burster.
Alien. It was very scary for a week, and we love him, and he's going to be okay. And I'm putting the love for my friend Armin out into the world.
It's Love Week. We love you, Armin.
We love you, Armin. We love you, and I'm happy that he's going to be good.
And we also love our guests, but bitch, before we do that, we got to get to a drop.
Oh, shit. Wags, I love you for that, because I forgot it. Emma, hit him with a drop. Do we have one?
I touched on baking earlier.
Yes.
And I wanted to hear about your baking background.
Yes. My baking background is...
I can work with the dough. I can work with the dough. If I nail the dough. If I nail the dough. I can put the dough in the oven. Very skilled baker. I can put the dough in the oven. Very skilled baker. I can work with the dough. I can work with the dough. If I nail the dough. If I nail the dough. I can put the dough in the oven. Very skilled baker. I can put the dough in the oven. Very skilled baker. I can dough.
I touched on baking earlier.
Yes.
And I wanted to hear about... Wow.
Is that how it ends?
Might have just looped.
Oh.
Was that how it ends, or did that just loop accidentally? That is how it ends. Okay.
It looped. No, it looped accidentally.
Oh, it looped back through. Okay.
That's okay. A rare Emma goof, but we love you, Emma.
We love you, Emma. Even though you're constant fuck-ups.
My bad.
God, once every other year? Jesus Christ.
What's
I'll
up,
try to cut
Spoon Man
down.
and the whole Doughboys fam? I made this drop after hearing Mitch say I can work with the dough in the Zach Cherry episode. Shout out to Zach.
Wow.
Thanks for all the laughs. Oh my God, I'm gonna get roasted because I don't. The Star Wars character, Saphidius.
Oh yes, we had a thing about this because this was
I feel better now because the way he spelled it it's put together and spelled different.
Yeah.
Sifo-Dyas.
Yes, this was one of the finalists from the Drop Off, which we're playing all month long.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, I think so. It must be.
Yeah.
Is it Emma?
Yes, Emma. Emma's giving us a nod. Great.
P.S. Have you seen Tales of the Jedi yet? So, Sifo-Dyas, where you combine the name and spelled it differently, like the Star Wars character Jedi Master Sifo-Dyas. P.S. Have you seen Tales of the Jedi yet?
So this is the thing I keep running into, and I'm on the other side of it with Andor. I'm trying to get people to watch Andor. It's like, you gotta watch Andor. I know you burned down a Star Wars shit, but Andor's fucking great.
I am gonna watch Andor.
But then people have been doing the same thing to me about, like, you watch Tales of the Jedi. I mean, I know, like there's a lot of Star Wars stuff, and some of it's not been that good, but Tales of the Jedi is great. And I'm at the point where it's like, God, fuck, get off my back. I'll fucking watch it. Fine.
Why are you so angry?
Well, that's kind of how you feel about Andor, right?
I want to watch Andor. I'm
Okay.
gonna watch Andor.
I'm gonna watch Tales of the Jedi. Just get on my fucking back. Get to it.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking get to it.
We're gonna get to it.
Fucking relax.
Relax, chill. It's
We're
love week.
we're gonna watch every Star Wars. We're gonna watch every single Star Wars.
We'll watch all the Star Wars.
We're gonna watch every single Star Wars.
We'll watch all the Star Wars.
And you know what? Our guest will too, who we should
Wow.
introduce because she, speaking of things bursting, she is probably ready to explode right now
Yes.
and talk. I've never heard her be this silent for this long.
Also, by the best dressed guest we've had in studio so far since we've gone to video
wait,
here.
Before I do get to our guest,
Yes.
there's a king cake mystery. So Matt Sewell,
What?
Kylie Swanson sent me king cakes.
That's right. We taste tested them on next week's episode.
On
This might be
next
going out of
week's
order.
episode.
Yeah. All right.
But there's a third one that someone sent me, and I don't know where it came from.
A mystery third.
There's
king
a mystery
cake.
third king cake.
Hmm.
So they also know my address. I don't know. Someone sent me a king cake.
Maybe the work of a mischievous gator. You know who could solve this bayou mystery? The finest gentleman detective in all the world, the one and only Benoit Blanc.
That is funny. It is funny that it was actually a note to pick up the
Yeah.
third king cake.
Oh, wow.
And I read the note and it was like, come on down to the swamp. And I was like,
oh, boy.
that's weird. That seems like something
Yeah.
a gator would do.
What he would say, yeah.
But I think we do have to employ Benoit Blanc. It's just dumb.
This is a corker of a whodunit.
All right, let's introduce our guests.
It's Love Week, here for Valentine's Day
Here
week.
she goes.
And we wanted to bring in guests we love and guests that our listeners love. And also, fortunately for us and on brand for us, who are in love.
Well,
Alana Johnston and Norm Sousa are here. Hi, Alana. Hi, Norm.
you know
how are you?
what? Couple of things right out of the gate. Nick, you said you got to bust your friends, more like you two busting a nut on me in this outfit. Okay?
Jesus Christ.
Mitch, I'm sorry to hear about your universal experience. Can't relate to Dangerously Slim. Sorry about that. And in terms of the cake mystery, let's move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got a whole restaurant to review here.
Yeah,
I
Mitch,
think we can start reviewing movies.
tits-wise, you're stacked to the max.
Hey, now I'm back in love.
Yeah, we weren't in love until just now.
It's funny that you skipped over Armin completely in that breakdown.
Oh yeah, I hope it's okay,
Yeah.
whatever with the burst.
It's like, oh, not much. Minor injury. Stomach exploded.
Why?
What
Did
are
you
you
take
talking
him to
about?
Sonic 2?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's doing good. He's doing great. We love him. Want to send love out there for Love
Of
Week.
course.
Great news.
And also,
Yeah.
it might all be cut out, so we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll see. I want to start here first off, because this is coming just on the cusp of Valentine's Day, or just on the other side of Valentine's Day. Are the two of you, as a couple, do you do like any sort of Valentine's Day meals, any Valentine's Day traditions?
We say hello in the morning.
Yeah,
That's nice.
Yeah, a good nod, good celebratory holiday
Yeah.
nod.
And then it just kind of
ends.
ends.
Yeah.
No, we don't
We
do
don't do anything for
anything.
Valentine's
we don't
Day.
do really
What of
anything
it?
for any holiday.
You know, the last time I celebrated Valentine's Day was, I would say, maybe 13 or 14 years ago.
Wow.
And he gave me a gift, and it was,
Who was this?
dude, you know who it
Oh,
was.
okay.
He
Yeah.
gave me a gift, and it was weight management oatmeal.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Swear it, Norm. I
Wait.
swear.
The gift that keeps
Wait,
on
man.
giving. That's National Lampoon's. I
I
stole it
swear,
from.
I'm not
Bob.
even joking. That was the last time I celebrated Valentine's
No, what-
Day. And let's just
That's
say the
psychopathic.
oatmeal worked. Looking banging up in here in my little Valentine's Day outfit.
Yeah,
But
I
I
might be
did
able to
get
get on
you-
Harry Potter if I get my hands on some of this shit.
I will sometimes get you champagne and chocolates, though.
Which I appreciate,
Yeah.
but I celebrate that
That's
alone.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drink the champagne and eat the chocolate.
I gotta to go back to the Harry Potter thing. I can't tell you, like, I also don't like Harry Potter, and like kids younger than me loved Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck this. Now this fucking ride is making me feel like a fucking
Yeah.
fat. It never had happened. I never had any issue ever.
Yes.
Certainly, did I maybe get
So it's
fatter
not a
over
weight.
time?
you
It's
know
not a
what?
weight limit. It's a waist limit.
It was
Yeah.
actually just over, like, I was too thick here.
But the
well,
Mario
you and I
Kart
both
one.
have fat tits. We know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If there's anything to relate to, it's this.
We
That-
don't tolerate fatties here in Harry Potter land. And there are separate bathrooms for the genders. Oh, God.
Ooh,
Yep.
it's topical.
Yeah.
True tea.
Yeah, yeah. Wait,
But
so
yeah,
you,
no, I love you or
you
whatever, Norm.
can't. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm
in
more
this
curious
world
about the
where
Mario
we believe
Kart
in magic, we don't believe in basic human rights. Oh,
God. All
weird.
right.
All right,
Sure.
you fucking asshole.
But like Bowser's huge.
Yeah.
Bowser's
Bowser is big.
huge. And also, on the ride, I think he rides in a cart.
Yes.
So,
That's fucking cool.
I mean,
I gotta ride this fucking thing.
no, you don't have to because I don't want to go and then get kicked off the fucking ride. Also, I said we got to review. I was like, we have to review the food. And you said, let's go when it dies down, which means we'll review it in like 3 years. We're not going to review it.
Let me say this. Our friend of the pod, past guest, frequent guest, Jordan Morris, our good buddy, went to a preview because right now they're kind of having open previews. And he said it was a 2-hour wait for the cafe.
What?
Yeah, it's so fucking impacted right now that even with like the limited entry, there's just way too many people there. So I think just like practically we have to wait for it to die down a little bit before we can get an accurate review.
I just think for me, in terms of reviews, is Jordan that good of a guest that you keep having him back on? Just kidding. I had him on my podcast too. I love Jordan.
Dear God.
I love Jordan.
The knife. We love Jordan.
That's right. We should recap your nicknames. The Knife, everyone knows. And Norm, we had you on Doughboys Double. Mr. Taste was established.
That's correct. Yeah, Alana being the knife, obviously Spoon Man, and
Nick present.
Right. Nick also is here.
Burger
congrats.
Boy. He's Burger
The Burger
Boy.
Boy, yeah.
And I'm going to go by Mr. Taste.
Mr.
Yeah.
Taste is great. It
It's
also makes you
everything-
seem sophisticated.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
everything you stand for.
Thank you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of taste, you are the best dressed Doughboys guest maybe there ever will be.
Oh my God, yes. This is my fun outfit for Valentine's Day. I think it's really romantic. I think it's a little bit sexy. It's got a kind of a nighttime vibe, even though it's the afternoon. So
If you, for our listeners who aren't watching the video feed, can you describe your outfit?
yeah, so it's a head-to-toe jumper, all of lace, entirely see-through. I'm wearing a unitard, red unitard underneath. It's quite low cut, but I've got a beautiful clavicle that I'm showing off right now, so no one's complaining. And again, my fat tits pretty much hanging out. And I've got, of course,
You didn't have
white
to
little
point
booties
to me when
on
you
there.
said my fat tits.
Yeah,
Because we relate. I can't get on that Harry Potter ride either. Too rude for the kids. What with all this cleavage busting out?
Yeah, when Alana walked out before we left, she said, "Hey, my fat tits are down here," and I had to look from her eyes down to her chest.
One of those Harry Potter kids saw you know what they'd say? Puberty beginnus.
I like how Mitch waves the wand
In my face.
in your face.
Pubis eruptus. And the bush comes out.
Just huge pants explode out front.
Busting up, like I said.
Oh my God. You mentioned we were talking Valentine's Day meal. It sounds like you don't really have a Valentine's Day tradition.
I like that.
But I like that too because me and Allie don't really, like Valentine's Day. We don't really do anything for
Yeah.
it. Not that we don't celebrate things, but I'm curious. While we're talking holidays, a thing that's come up on this podcast is regarding Christmas and whether or not people consider it to be a cookie holiday. Now I know you're both from Canada. Maybe you have a different perspective. I know the holidays are maybe a little different up there. But is Christmas, in each of your estimations, a cookie holiday?
It's Christmas cookies, and basically what happens is a lot of people, my mom would do this with her teacher friends. Each person makes a dozen of a certain kind of cookie, and then you swap them one each, so
Wise.
everybody comes out with like a
Wow.
bunch of different kinds of cookies. So 100% it is a cookie
Yeah,
holiday.
gingerbread is
Sounds
a
like a
Christmas
holiday.
thing,
It's like
and
you
that's
We were
make
talking
it-
about
cookie.
gingerbread. Like, is gingerbread? I mean, there's gingerbread cookies.
Yes.
But is
Yeah.
gingerbread itself cookie?
I don't know.
No, oh, wait,
Yeah, I think it is, guys.
it might be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's just like
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
tossing it out into the world.
I've never seen a loaf of gingerbread.
So also, that's
Okay.
That's
It's
fair.
a great point.
You know
I've
what I'm
never,
saying?
I've never
Terrific
sliced gingerbread.
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. I've only ever had it in a hard
Yeah.
crunch cookie way.
So for you guys, it's Christmas is a cookie holiday, but things are a little different in Canada, like Wag said.
Yeah, it's
well,
true.
but here's the thing. Norm and I have created our own tradition for Christmas. We now do rack of ribs.
Right.
Really, on
Yes,
Christmas?
we're
We do
doing
ribs
rack
on
of ribs on
Christmas.
Christmas.
This is pretty great.
That's-
yeah,
kinda
dude,
great.
it's awesome.
How do you
That's pretty
prepare it?
great.
Well,
Well, Norm does a lot of experimental preparation because we get it from Costco, so we get 3 packs of
Right.
ribs.
so there was a couple of Christmases. One was my paperwork hadn't fully gone through, and I couldn't go back. Like basically, like
This is the rib application form.
that's right. Yeah, they were like, you're gonna have to wait another 90 days to get these ribs. But so anyway, we stayed for the holidays, and so we got all these ribs from Costco, and we made 3 different ways, right?
We
did.
did.
A
We ate
slow
them. We ate
cooker,
ribs for 7 days straight.
oven, and I forget what the third way was, but
A
now
wine one in the crock pot. Oh no,
Wow.
you already said that.
I
one.
did crock
Yeah.
pot. But now we we have a barbecue. So I was been doing like basically it goes in the oven for 2 hours. Then and I spray apple juice on it and rub it down, obviously with a mustard binder. And then it goes from the oven 2 hours on low onto the barbecue medium-high heat for 5 minutes on each side, and it's basically done.
And
Sounds
we're
delicious.
fucking the
Sauce
whole
it.
time in between.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's bone-in in the bedroom.
I like a good rack of ribs.
Yeah.
I don't like my rack when it won't get me on the damn Harry Potter ride, but a good rack of ribs.
If you like a good rack of ribs, you must be looking at my waistline. Okay.
I haven't had.
I'll stop.
No, this is great. First off, we know you won't stop, so don't make that promise.
So
You won't be able to
I
deliver.
do
You're
think
right.
that I think that Norm, you're the knife. You cut everything.
Yeah.
You're sharp. You're quick. I think Norm is the only one who has the power. It's like rock paper scissors. Norm has a bit of rock power.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, we
Yeah.
always rock, paper,
Great
scissors,
point.
and I always lose.
Yeah, you always insist
Well, I have
that rock
logic.
goes through paper.
Because if you held up a piece of paper like this and threw a rock through it, it would burst through, much like Armin's stomach.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Don't even know if it's okay.
He's good.
He's
good
fine,
now.
he's
He's
fine.
good now. He's good now. He's good now. Did she know that? Nah, kind of.
Yeah. And what was the other one? You said rock doesn't even like literally nothing beats anything in rock paper scissors to you, right? Like scissors.
Well, the thing is, you can use these things for so many different
Things.
purposes.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right,
it's
right.
like, how can one beat another?
So you kind of change the rules to
Constantly.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying Norm has the ability to dull the blade. I
He's
think
kind of
he-
he's kind of a neutralizing,
Whoa.
feels like energy.
Yeah.
dull the blade, or is he already bleeding out?
Is
Are you
that-
guys out of your
that
minds
mean
right
I'm
now?
holding you back? Maybe.
Yeah, you are
maybe.
holding me back.
Hold on
You're
a second.
right.
Wait a minute.
I can't
Mr.
believe
Taste.
this is gonna end in our divorce.
Yeah, taste this blade, my God. Could you
Probably won't be
imagine?
the last Doughboys episode where someone gets a divorce on the air, but we love you individually and as a duo.
Oh, so what
great.
about me, G-Love? Like 3 things, at least.
The dress,
Well, this is a jumpsuit,
It's a
but
jumpsuit,
thank
yeah.
you. Probably
The
past
jumps-
dresses I've worn.
the jumpsuit, that rack of ribs.
That means your tits, dear. Terrible.
and
And
you're one of the funniest. Come
There
on.
you go.
I just needed to
You
hear
were
it.
great in Crud too.
Emma, make that a drop or whatever.
She doesn't do
You
the
got it. You
drop.
got it.
Emma, get on it. Yeah, she's confirming.
She's making it into a
confirming.
drop now.
I'm curious because we're talking about a big American chain today, Sonic in Oklahoma City. It was founded, and it's all over the country, although less so in California. It's kind of dotted. It's outside of.
Emma looks
Way to
like
go
a
outside
web
of-
video from a 1997 movie. She's like, she's,
Yeah, she looks like she's from the net.
it
Yeah.
looks like it's from the net.
She's got that Evan
Some-
Susser internet connection. I think it's a weather issue up in Maine, right? Right, Emma, is that what's going on?
It feels like -30 here, and the wind is crazy fast, so everything's in and out.
Yeah. It's
Well, hang in
affecting
there.
the camera on the Samsung Katana. It's being
Yeah.
shot on.
Thanks to the jihadist who sent in your proof of life video. We know you're okay.
Feels like -30. Wow.
No.
Yeah, I know
Anyway,
that's crazy.
Go on.
I was gonna say the okay, so we're talking, but I want to talk about Canadian chains a little bit,
Mhm.
and I think we've maybe touched on this with both of you, but I'm happy to revisit it because it's one of the favorite chains I ever went to on the road. We reviewed A&W Canada when we
Oh,
did a
yeah.
show in
Yeah.
Vancouver,
Mhm,
and
mhm,
A&W
mhm.
Canada I feel like is like pretty much better than every burger chain we have in the U.S.
Yeah, it's the whole family of
It-
burgers, right?
Yes.
Yes, and here's the thing. For me, it's not the best one in Canada, but it blows away any American
Is yours
chain.
Harvey's?
Of course it's Harvey's.
Have
We
you had
talked
Harvey's?
about
We've
Harvey's.
talked about
Remember,
Harvey's,
I wanted
yeah.
to go, but it wasn't
Yeah.
close enough when we went to Saskatchewan.
Yeah,
Yes.
It wasn't close enough to us, and we couldn't go.
I can't.
Hold
We
on a
did a
second.
show in Saskatchewan in January. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, you
And
want
it
to
was
talk?
dumb.
You want to talk about
So
minus
dumb.
30? Totally.
It's so insane when you're in an environment where like structures and sidewalks look like affected by the cold. It's so
Yes.
Yeah.
like it's like, oh, it's so cold out, like the sidewalk looks like it's cold. That's what
Yeah.
Saskatchewan.
And if
was.
anything, it like pushes the wind so it's worse.
Right.
In a
Yes,
way.
it
Yeah,
does.
because it's so flat.
It's like it's sliding off the ice or something.
Yeah, I've only been once, and I just ate wind constantly once you go outside.
Yeah.
Gnarly stuff.
One thing that bugs me about A&W Canada, though, is that it's the family, and there's the Mama Burger, Papa Burger, Teen Burger.
Mhm.
But the hot dog is just called hot dog. How do you not call that,
Yeah, that
the
should be-
family dog?
Yeah, family
Or
dog.
Rex or something.
That's really
you know?
good. That's great punch up.
That's a great punch up. And
Family dog.
it's
Fuck,
also
that's
weird
good.
to me that the Teen Burger has like one pube on it. Speaking of
Yeah.
pubes,
Speaking of pubes.
What was it? Puberty Mimosis or whatever.
puberty beginners.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
begin
an
it.
idiot. Don't forget.
If you get your teen burger at A&W Canada, it has a single pube.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
From
if
the
it doesn't
team
come
that
with a
works
pube,
there, he
yeah,
pulls
turn it
it
back,
out.
return it.
Plop.
Ding.
I was gonna say 2-hour line wait at for the Toad Cafe is insane.
It's wild. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
just over impacted. They just it's like
And
it's
Mario
like-
had to wait and he'd fall asleep.
yeah, you would.
But did
When you leave the controller idle, he
Mhm.
falls
Yeah,
asleep.
he'd fall asleep.
I know you said you might review it in 3 years, but did Jordan go in the line? And if he had to give a sum up, did he say yay or nay?
I didn't get a full consensus
Okay.
take from or full overall take from.
Got
Jordan
it,
on
got
A
that.
lot going on up there, though. They have
Lot
this,
going on.
the Toothsome Chocolate Factories has opened
That's
up
true.
there.
Which we'll be reviewing very soon with our friend Mark Rennie. That'll be coming up on a future episode.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
love Mark.
Love Mark
Yeah.
Rennie.
Mark's
Yeah.
great. Mark's great.
You didn't like the Muppet Christmas Carol as much as you should.
We
I'm mad at him.
we love Mark, one of the funniest dudes. Mitch is still upset at him because he came on and did not like Muppet Christmas Carol.
should have liked it a little bit more.
It's really good.
It is good, but Mark
Yeah.
also came from he just has a different sort of fandom for the Muppets. So I just said we don't need to
Well, guess
we
what?
don't
You
need to
maybe lost-
prosecute him
maybe you
in
lost
absentia.
Maybe you lost Toothsome in the by not liking Muppet Christmas
He didn't
Carol.
lose Toothsome
Maybe
because
you
of that.
lost it.
He
Maybe
didn't
you lost
lose it.
Toothsome.
No, we can just talk about this again when he comes back.
Mad.
I'm mad too. This is cutting into mine time, and that's coming from the knife.
Wait a second. Oh, go ahead. But I want to ask: are you guys close to each other? Like,
Yes, Norm and I live together.
Wait, go
Yeah,
ahead,
yeah.
but I
We're
want to
very
ask.
close to
At
each
night
other.
in the bed, yes.
Go ahead. First off, you told me to go ahead.
I know,
and
but
you're
I-
like, wait, but I got a question. And your question is, are you a married couple close to each other?
My question is: did you guys like are your birthplaces or where you grew up?
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we're like 45 minutes away.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're really close. Yeah, you grew up in Orangeville, and
Yeah.
I grew up in Mississauga, which is like a suburb of Toronto.
I was wondering that because you were trying to figure out her favorite burger place. So Harvey's is the one that you
It
like.
was
the most.
pretty much the only one we had. When
Yeah.
when an A&W opened in my town, there was about, I would say, an hour lineup to get in.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was
A&W's
that
a big
intense.
deal.
Yeah.
Harvey's is just classic because they dress the burger in front of you. Have you experienced?
And there's only like 4 toppings.
that's
There's
cool.
nothing.
Yeah, you like
So
walk up
simple.
to the counter, they get the burger, they put it on the bun, and then a lady just is like, "What do you want on it?" And
Almost
you
a
just-
Chipotle
Like a
line.
sub shop.
Exactly
yeah,
right.
Or sub
Exactly
shop,
like
yeah.
that.
Fucking rules.
Exactly right.
like that.
They
yeah.
also like patented frings, like the fries, onion rings, like was a
That's
regular
right.
menu item, which is really great.
It's a
Love
mix of fries and onion rings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, no, they're split. And there's like a double cup kind of serving tray.
That's
thing.
fantastic.
It was
Yeah, it
brilliant.
is.
That's
Yeah.
really
You
fun.
Canucks, you do a lot of things wrong up there, but there's a lot of
Healthcare,
Okay.
gun
Yeah.
control.
Yeah. Garbage is on every corner.
Yeah.
the guns aren't as easily
Prevalent.
accessible.
Yeah, that's a big problem. That's why
Yeah.
I moved
yeah.
and became a citizen.
But bilingual street signs, no thanks. Yeah.
Look, a lot of great food up in Canada.
Yes.
Can I ask? I have a
Poutine.
follow-up question on Harvey's, which is that
Oh, go ahead, but I have something to say as well.
okay? When they're dressing your burger, does that include the cheese? Like, or is the cheese like they grill it on the?
You
the
have
grill?
to order a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Got it,
Grill it
okay.
on.
Basically,
Yes.
it's grilled in, like you can see them grilling it, and if there's cheese on it, they put the cheese on while it's on the grill. Then it comes out on the bun, and then you can dress it with whatever you want.
Then they're like, yeah, you want ketchup, you want mayo, you want pickles.
I don't even think
Yeah, do you want
mayo's
banana
available. If I'm
peppers?
being honest
Right.
with you, I think it's ketchup, mustard,
No, mayo's available.
pickles, and a tomato and an onion.
Yeah.
Mayo?
Yeah, there's banana peppers.
Right.
Is an option.
Oh yeah, banana peppers,
Yeah,
but that
yeah.
was kind of newer. We didn't have that.
Do you want a
Yeah.
single pube? We can give you one of those.
Yeah, there is a little. It's not. You think it's alfalfa sprouts,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take the burger and they just
thick
dip it in.
pubes.
Yeah. And whatever sticks on, like a chocolate dip
Jesus.
cone.
Jesus.
Yeah, just like it
That is
fell on the floor
fucking-
at a barbershop. Yeah.
I mean, we've brought up pubes, but that is fucking filthy.
But the
Alana,
big-
Alana,
also-
you're going to say something. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was burning Mitch.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I was gonna say, have you guys mentioned Swiss Chalet? That's like the big.
We've talked about Swiss
We
Chalet
have.
a
I don't know
little
if we
bit.
got
Canadian
into
chain.
depth about it, but what are your thoughts on Swiss Chalet?
It's great.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God, it's
there was a
amazing.
channel for a bit. Like the fireplace channel. There was a channel
yeah.
in Canada that was just chickens on a rotisserie.
Yeah.
Rotating. That
Wow.
was the
Swiss
fireplace
Chalet.
There's a lot of
channel.
that up there too. And then also, what's the name for pastrami sandwiches in Montreal?
Oh,
Oh,
donair, you mean?
no,
smoked-
No,
it's,
no.
The smoked
smoked meat sandwich.
Yeah, smoked meat. Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Donair's more
those are
East
great,
Coast.
too.
They're delicious. yeah.
Schwartz's. When someone was like, Schwartz's is too mainstream, I think it's good.
It is good.
I had a follow up question. Harvey's named for Harvey Weinstein, correct? That was-
Yeah, that's kind of the shameful.
Yeah, probably.
part of
That's
its
the one
legacy.
black spot. Yeah. Yeah. Other than the pube thing.
we gotta try Harvey's next time we're there.
I'm very excited to go back to Canada and get some Harveys.
Oh,
'cause
sure, I'd love to come.
Come with us.
Great.
You're booked.
That worked out.
I mean,
we can
fuck
stay at my
yeah.
we could stay at the Johnston family condo. It'd be great.
Wow.
There's
Let
a
me tell
Harvey's
ya,
close.
Wags will love staying with your family.
Hey, I get along great with your mom.
He
Your
did
lovely
get along.
mom.
He got along well with my mom.
Mrs. Mitchell and I have great conversations while you're
Told
catching
her,
some Z's in the morning.
told her the bed was uncomfortable. She cried.
She asked, I can't believe we're relitigating this during Love Week of all time. Okay, I was honest. I did not get a great night's sleep on your childhood bed, which you insisted I slept on, which is a weird layer to it.
I insisted you sleep in one specific spot.
Yeah,
too.
you were like sleeping. Sleep in this very stained part of your childhood bed. You had I was staying at your home. It was very gracious of you to host me, and it was like you were sleeping in your mom's bed, and I was sleeping in your
Oh,
bed.
hold on a second.
Yeah, Mitch just looked over to me being like, not what you think. She wasn't in there.
But he's only saying it to you
So
and not
you
clarifying.
guys are close like me and Alana are close.
Yeah, we're close like that. But Weiger, I don't know. She stayed at my sister's house that night. That's what happened.
Right.
And then she came back.
So this woman vacated her own home so that you could shit all over it?
hmm
I just said
Yes, I
Mitch's
put it-
bed was I didn't get a great night's sleep on it.
I put a single pee under the mattress, and he fucking the prince felt
Yeah,
the
just a little
fucking
drip.
pee.
A little drip of your piss.
Yeah, Mitch is the pube fairy. Just put one underneath the pillow.
I'm in an actual. The piss works better.
Oh, I see.
But anyways, it will be great to have him living in your parents' apartment.
I'm a
or
great
whatever.
guest. I'm tidy. I'm polite. I'm conversational.
Mhm.
We'll have a great time.
I hope you like tabbouleh.
I'm down for tabbouleh.
Because
Yeah, why
that's
not?
what you're getting served.
That's great.
Yeah.
Give me
you'd
seconds,
have a great
please.
time. My mom is really fun. And there's a saltwater pool on the 7th floor.
Wow.
Yes. You guys will have a blast.
I believe last time I was there, the saltwater pool was closed.
Norm, that's quite enough. Okay, don't ruin this for me.
Oh boy. Okay. Well,
It would
we're
be
gonna
interesting to see if the Doughboys float in the saltwater pool.
we're gonna take a break. We'll be back with more with Alana and Norm talking Sonic Drive-In right after this.
The fuck is he doing?
Welcome back to Doughboys. We're here with our guests, Alana Johnston and Norm Sousa for Love Week. We love you. Thank
love
for
you.
being
We
here.
love you.
Wow,
guys.
how fun. And hey, we loved this outing to Sonic Drive-In, which, as I mentioned, was founded in 1953 in Shawnee, Oklahoma, headquartered in Oklahoma City. 3,545 locations nationwide, staggering.
Wow.
Everywhere across.
Isn't there a fast food place called
the continental
similar
US?
to Shawnee? Shoney's, right? Isn't there a
There's the
Shoney?
Shoney's, yeah.
I don't know what Shoney's
Yeah.
is. I forget.
Spelled and pronounced differently. And we went to the Duarte location, which is the closest one to Los Angeles, because it's one of those chains, and this happens a lot with chain restaurants where, like, within LA proper, it's just a void where there aren't any locations for whatever reason. I would love there to be a Sonic on in West LA or in Burbank or something. Why not? It would do a lot of business.
It would.
Of course.
They put a Raising Cane's there. It goes fucking nuts.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. I've told you this, Wags. So often I go to Glendale for
Yeah.
fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
great.
they're like, oh, the restaurants are immaculate. In LA, it's more of a toss up. There's some restaurants that are truly horrid, like some fast food restaurants that are like in the city that are truly horrid. So like,
yes.
Like how you'll get shot at a Tommy's.
in downtown, or in Hollywood.
or just like it looks like shit. Like it looks
Yeah.
it looks
Poorly
shitty.
maintained. The franchise owner neglects it, is just using it as like a fucking profit center. They don't really care about it. Yeah, I've been to some apocalyptic, like, Carl's Jr. location. So
Right.
I get that, but that's if they're even there. You're like, if you're lucky,
Exactly.
there's like a Del Taco in your
Yeah.
neighborhood. That's
Yeah.
a good Del Taco. But a lot of these chains, a chain like Sonic, there just aren't any anywhere in the U.S.
There's not.
in L.A. rather.
And you can't order it. It's
You
too
can't
far
order
of a
it, yeah.
drive.
Too far
It's
away.
like nobody's gonna bring it.
and Duarte is what? It was like 30 minutes from where
Oh
we
my
were.
god,
Third-
give
bit of a
away
haul.
where we live.
Yeah.
Now everyone knows drive 30 minutes in any direction and you'll find me.
I was talking with John Michael Higgins, the actor.
Yes, yeah.
I
he's
was
great.
talking to
He's
him
so
the other day about how
Wow.
because he commuted from Duarte, and I was like, I was just at the Sonic there. He goes, I was at the Sonic, one of the
Wow.
few Sonics around, and we were talking about how that's basically one of the only Sonics, and he ate there just before we did.
Yeah, you have to really go out of LA city limits to Duarte or down to Anaheim where Disneyland is.
Oh,
It's a bit of a
yeah.
haul. So that said, I do love Sonic. We went to the same location, Mitch, and I'm not sure if this is the one you went to or if you were in Quincy at the time, but when we reviewed Sonic initially with Matt
Quincy.
Apodaca, we went out to the Duarte location. So I've been to this one before.
That was maybe during pandemic, right?
I think it was during
I think it was
pandemic,
home in Quincy
Yeah.
for pandemic. And I loved it. My last experience there, I loved it. I've never been to Sonic in California. Duarte is 35 minutes. Sorry to dock
A bit of a haul.
No.
And for Wags, for you, almost as long as probably because there's another one in Anaheim. So for you, it was either go south to Anaheim or come with us.
But I had to be with my friends for
Oh
Love
my God.
Week.
You had to.
Half of my review is about the experience.
The experience was great. So
Oh, sure, I guess. Let's wait for the review.
So Wags took the train to me. I went to bed at 7 a.m. because I was editing auditions.
Oh God, not
Yeah,
this
we heard
again.
this.
Yeah, he's going on about all his auditions,
I
got
all
lots of
5
edits.
of them.
Yeah,
Working.
which I won't get any of, or even
Constantly
hear
working.
a single word back, and spend fucking 30 hours on all of them total.
Just get hired as an editor on those projects.
You really cut your audition together well. You looked all right in it, and you suck. The Frasier reboot. I was gonna play young Frasier.
Wait, are you talking about the roles now that you were auditioning for?
Yeah, I was
Oh.
auditioning for a young Frasier.
Uh-huh.
No.
Aren't you
that-
older than Kelsey
Yeah,
Grammer
that
was at the
can't
start of
be.
Frasier?
Yeah.
Wasn't he like
It's a young
37?
Sheldon thing.
Okay, got it.
Um,
Yeah.
But I woke up I got 4 or 5 hours of sleep, had to pick up Wags at the train station. You guys left and we were probably about 10 minutes late, 15
Yeah.
minutes late.
Yeah, I would say 10 minutes.
All right.
Well,
And
I also let me just say this because I got off the train and I was like, "Hey, I'm here," and you're like I think you texted back, "Oh fuck," and then
That is true.
and then so I had a little bit of time to kill, so I went up and I had to use the bathroom. And I had used the bathroom before we went to Sonic. How about that?
Yeah.
So I went up to Starbucks, bathrooms closed. Went up to
Oh.
another restaurant, bathrooms also bathroom wasn't closed, but it was there was someone in there for a while. There was a lot.
you
of
went
time
to
was
Fred
passing.
62.
Fred 62, one of those a local diner that's kind of shitty. Apologies if any of our listeners work there. I guess I don't know. It's not like it doesn't have the best reputation food wise. It's fine, but
Sure.
it was a surprise survived the pandemic. Anyone would have bet that this place would have closed.
Yeah. And there was
yeah.
a dude in there doing work.
There's a dude in there doing work,
And then I just wanted to say my joke was yeah, after he came out, it's called Fred 64.
that's right. That was funny.
So glad you said it.
Really glad we brought that back.
Which you
And then
didn't like
we
when
were all
I even made it the
confused.
first time.
Yeah. Well, because there's
Oh,
also
wait, what was yours?
no, it was Nintendo 64 is a thing. So I think we were all thinking does the 64 have a component? But no, you're
I was
no,
saying
you're
he
just adding
dropped an extra
two,
deuce.
adding an
yeah.
extra juice. It's a very clever joke. I think it just took a second to think.
You?
Uh,
He's trying to thank Nick.
And then I went up to House of Pies and I had success at House of Pies. And then you picked me up at the House of Pies. And then we went from there. But anyway, I was going to say
what did you call it? House of Poo? You said something
more like
fun.
House of Piles. Yeah.
House of
Anyway, I was
Piles.
going to say this. So you picked me up. But all this preamble is to say it was a Love Week miracle. Last week's guest, Leland Bowden, who we mentioned walks through this neighborhood, happened to be walking through this neighborhood at the same time. I ran into her.
Yeah.
I was like, Leland, we just said near the podcast talking about how you walk in this neighborhood. I've never ran into you here before. We're just now stumbling upon each other now.
She was crying,
She was like,
thinking of her
yeah.
time on the podcast.
Wild stuff.
Yeah, that is wild.
It's a Love Week miracle.
It's a Love Week miracle.
Yeah. And then you gave me a ride. We went over to Duarte, and Alana and Norm, you had the idea to all pile into your car, which was the right move because that was a real Sonic experience.
Well, I didn't even. I thought there was a restaurant that you could go into, so I didn't even know about the car thing. When we pulled up and saw them all, I was like, "Well, this is aggressive, but okay." So we got out and walked up, and the guy was like, "There's nothing in there," and I was like, "Okay, well, I clearly see people, but I guess they're all just
the
the
kitchen.
employees, and
Yeah,
you don't
it's the
go
kitchen,
in."
yeah.
The kitchen.
I had no idea, and I guess it makes sense because in the commercials they're always in the cars, but I just thought they were promoting laziness.
Yeah, there is
Our
an
podcast
outdoor
kinda does
area at this particular Sonic, but it was also a rainy day, which we should mention, which
cold.
also impacted our
Yes.
experience because no roller skates for the car hops. They weren't skating around.
Which I didn't even know, and then you had to show the photos proving that there were skating.
And then you sent a video of that dude who was like an alpha skater.
Yeah, it's
Like,
fucking awesome.
fucking cool
Yeah.
as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was going to some sort of Sonic roller skate competition or roller blade competition.
Yeah.
And there was this one gal he was worried about who was clearly better than him.
Yeah.
And he was like, she's easy on the eyes, and me. Like he was very self-deprecating. He was great.
He was great.
If
I just watched this guy. I think I said to you all is like he just has a better life than me. Like he's like
Yeah.
the Sonic car hop who loves roller skating more than anything. He gets to do it all day long. People are like, this guy's fucking amazing at roller skating, and he's just so happy.
He's
Yeah.
happier than you are.
He's definitely happier than me.
Yeah.
Oh
Than I
God,
am.
Mostar.
I think Norm is right. I mean, and I think Alana's right. But Nick, I think for Love Week, you gotta love yourself.
Oh, you're right,
Oh
Mitch.
my God.
No,
Yeah.
I have a blessed life. I get to talk with my friends and people who I don't even know are enjoying it and saying nice
Mhm.
things about me. It's wonderful.
I don't know. Your Reddit sounds pretty harsh.
Yeah, that's true.
But we love the
We
Reddit.
love
But
'em.
we love
We love
'em,
those
we
freaks.
love 'em.
This
We
bitch
love-
clenching his teeth. The Reddit is good.
We love that Reddit, even though I read stuff that I hate every single day.
So we pulled up to one. We pulled up to one of the stations where you push to order, and the screen was broken. We ended up moving to a different location. We're all sitting in
We all
one
piled
car.
into your car.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
That's right. You guys were in the back. We were in the front.
Yes.
Great. It was a great dynamic. And
Also, like the Sonic, like we were saying, like the Sonic commercials, which, look, they moved away from TJ and Dave, right? That's TJ and Dave are the guys who did it before.
Yeah.
Chicago comedy duo.
Chicago-
Yeah.
No, it was Pete Gross and TJ.
Yeah.
Oh, Pete Gross.
Oh,
is
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
All right,
Pete
thank you
Gross.
for the
With
correct
TJ
correction
from
there.
TJ and Dave.
TJ
Yes,
from TJ and Dave
exactly.
and Pete Gross. Here's my thought. Give it back to fucking TJ and Pete. What the fuck is this
I
shit
know.
with these
I don't
dumb
know why.
families?
These regular
Yeah.
people.
Get them the fuck out of here.
Well-
First of all, pay actors to do stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Get these fucking losers out of here. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear from these fucking families.
We get it that this is the highlight of your fucking life, but unfortunately it's the low light of mine. You know what I mean?
I don't like seeing you. I don't like seeing you
I
talk
don't
about
like
your
it.
stupid shake. Get
No.
TJ and Pete back. I
They
want
were
TJ
great.
and Pete back.
They were a great duo, and I'm sure it reached a certain point where they just wanted more money, and they were just like, fuck you, we'll just change the campaign, because that's what always happens. But yeah,
Yeah.
it sucks, because that was a great campaign. It was a great ongoing thing that did a lot of running gags.
Pay
and,
him the money.
Yeah, and now the ads just kind of feel generic. And
Yeah.
They
forgettable.
suck.
Anyway, but we had that experience. We were all sitting in the same car, and we were ordering, and the car hop was going to bring it out to us. I guess we'll just get into our food, because we got a lot of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, we did.
We tried a little bit of everything.
Tried a little bit of everything. I have our receipt here. Our itemized receipt has so many items on it, and that doesn't even include round 2, which we'll get to. But I guess should we just start with our meals, with our mains, because that's kind of we all kind of got our own combo.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Norm, what did you get for yourself?
I got the what is the actual name of it?
Bacon cheeseburger toaster.
Right. It was the Texas toast burger, which was, I mean, I don't even know if it was Texas toast. It felt like 2 slices of bread.
Yeah.
And there was an onion ring on that, and there was bacon, right? From what I recall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just what did I get for a side? I got fries because you got tots, and we were going to
Yes.
split some. Well, we ended up splitting everything.
I mean,
Yes,
we
we
split
did.
everything.
We shared a lot
Yeah.
of things.
And I was coming off a sinus infection, which was my nose was still running. Basically, it was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was
So,
a nightmare.
and I will say, like, I have been to Sonic once before, and I did get the burger, and I loved it quite a bit. And Wags, you got me off the burger. You wanted me to try this, our friend the toaster
I
here.
felt
I'm,
bad about
I'm
this.
surprised you even showed up.
I felt
The-
bad about this.
It was a little too slidey.
A
for me.
little.
Yeah, it was very slidey.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a lot slidey.
And
Jerry O'Connell would see it and be like, yeah, that's slidey.
I mean, one of my notes says toast. What am I, poor?
You're right. And I don't want to spoil our second round order, but for some reason, it's so much better with the bun. I can't even wrap my head how much better it is.
Well, this is in the second order, Wags. You made up for what you did.
I tried to correct it, but I steered people towards the Texas toast. I had a good experience with the Texas toast before, and I was like, "Oh, this is fun," and this is like a Sonic thing. But it's they weren't well executed. I didn't have yours, but I had some of Mitch's.
It wasn't a yeehaw. It was a yee-nah.
We gotta move on. Sorry, Mitch. Love the bits, but we've really got to get through this menu.
Mitch, you got a sliced bread based main as well.
I got.
It was so. Oh yeah, you say yours.
It was gross and good. I thought it was. This was a yeehaw. It was spicy steak and bacon grilled cheese. And so it was basically steak, bacon on a grilled cheese, and then there was some hot peppers. A real yeehaw. It was when you took a bite of it, you're saying yeehaw.
I said Mitch told me to kill the rest of his steak burger. Kill this burger. This burger's killing me. That was my review of the burger.
But I opened it first by accident. Remember, I opened yours up first, and I'm like, "This just looks like a sandwich."
And yes, it was much thinner. It's a grilled cheese.
Yes.
Me saying yeehaw, it actually was just kind of. It was a back and forth. You take a bite and you're like, oh, that's a pretty good bite. And you take another bite and be like, this is gross. I think you summed it up perfectly where it was like the cheesy versus meaty, the equation was off.
Yeah, I took a bite of it. It was all cheese taste. But what
I only had steak.
Oh, that's the thing. It just wasn't balanced properly.
It wasn't balanced.
That's a bummer. What did you?
I didn't hate it though. I didn't hate it. But that wasn't even my real. That wasn't
your main.
No, you got yourself a big boy hot dog.
I did.
I got yourself an Affleck dog.
I got myself an Affleck dog.
You almost said Affleck hog.
I did, and that's what's in my head.
Ooh, I'll take a Ben Affleck hog.
We reviewed Gone Girl earlier this week, and
that's right.
And we talk about how gigantically huge Affleck's hog
I
is.
think gigantic is
it's
hyperbole.
Gigantically huge.
It's big. It looks good.
You've seen comedy guys on stage.
You're comparing it to comedy guys.
Yeah, sad.
It's just compare it to the people. Compared to humanity at large.
Sitting on top of
Mitch,
comedy
you can put it back. I've seen it. What are you, out of your mind here? My husband's right here. My first review here was felt some tension between Mitch and I, possibly because my husband's here to fight for my honor. And finish what you started years ago back in Saskatchewan with the plug.
How dare you say I don't have an Affleck-sized pin?
No one does. The thing is gigantic, and Weiger and I fight about it. It's huge.
You fight over Affleck's freaking huge dong?
It looks
a couple
good.
weeks ago, the end of Gone Girl was on, and I literally taped the end of it and sent it to Weiger, and we were arguing about it.
Did I save it to my camera roll? Of course. I think it looks good.
The dick?
I think it's a good-looking dick. You only see it in profile, so you get kind of a sense of it. It could be skewed by forced perspective.
It's huge.
Patrick Babbitt had the observation. I think he's correct that he probably chubbed up a little bit, knowing he was going to be on camera. So it's not necessarily like in its default state. I still think gigantic is a high bar.
It's
and
gigantic.
You're insisting on gigantic, and I'm gonna say big.
Yeah,
Gigantic.
and if he got a fluffer and it's shot on a long lens, you know what I mean? It compressed the background. There you go.
And there you go.
I'm trying to find the video. I can't find the video.
This is great for the listeners. Just Mitch trying to find a video on his phone of Ben Affleck's dick.
I found a video of me
first
singing.
video on your phone?
I found a video of me singing Charlie Brown instead.
Oh, okay. We're interested in that.
While you're doing that, okay, Mitch is showing phone video
I can't find it
of the scene to Atlanta. Oh, he's showing phone video of him singing Charlie Brown.
I can't find the hog. It's insane.
Yeah,
that's your doctor in the exam room.
Wait, what?
I can't find the hog. That's your urologist.
You just got knifed. Good one,
yeah,
Wags.
Weiger with the knife.
God damn it. Anyways, I got an Affleck-sized dog.
Yeah.
The foot-long, quarter-pound coney. I mean, this thing, It's thinner than Affleck. It's not as girthy.
Not as girthy, no.
It's
Yeah.
not nearly as girthy. But
Or
it's
as
long.
vascular.
Both dipped in chili.
And Gone Girl, it is chili and cheese. And I gotta tell you, y'all had bites of it.
Loved it.
It was fucking good.
It was
I
good.
love Sonic's hot dogs.
And the last time I had it, because I had a chili cheese dog last time, and I was like, all right. And this time I was really loving it. I love the dog Alana got as well.
Yeah.
But
The All-American.
the All American.
I liked
Funny.
yours more because I liked mine. It was simple, well executed. I love a good hot dog, but yours was like I didn't know for the chili because I was, sometimes it can just be a mess.
Yeah.
It was just enough. Nothing was overpowering. And speaking of your sandwich, it was like well distributed, the chili on the hot dog.
It was.
That's a huge thing, and I think they do that really well. Last time we went to Sonic, that was the year I declared no meat shall I eat. I was eating vegetarian.
You ate a
and
bun.
I had a bun. I didn't get to try their hot dog. I mean, I've had their hot dogs before, but it's been a while. And I think
a single bun?
You had a bun.
I had a bun. I mean, I had sides too, but yes, that was how I had their hot dog.
Was it Dog Dough Bark Fest?
It was Dog Dough Bark Fest, a month-long celebration of hot dogs and pet dogs, and that we went to Sonic as part of that and focused on the hot dogs. So we're talking about the whole menu today.
Right.
So here's what I was going to say. Hot dog chains are few and far between in the States, surprisingly so, because hot dog is such a national food.
Yeah.
Wiener Schnitzel, which is a chain I love, my lovely wife Natalie loves. I love you, Natalie, for Love Week.
Oh wow.
She that chain has been closing locations left and right. There are fewer and fewer Wiener Schnitzels. So as far as getting a hot dog at a fast food place, Sonic is one of the only games in town.
Yeah.
And so I was very excited to chow down on a dog. Even though I'm minimizing my red meat consumption, I had to get the same thing. I actually did not get the foot long, Mitch, because I was worried of getting full. So I went and got the modest length.
I wasn't worried as much about that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I wasn't really worried about getting full. Which we did. We got very
We got
did.
very
By the end,
full.
we did,
get
yeah.
full.
Well, because we had a lot of things, and I got the same hot dog. I got the Coney dog, but I got it just the regular size, and I got the chili cheese tots. Now, the chili cheese tots did not have any sort of utensil, and I didn't want to make our car hop go back and get one, so I ended up eating those with my hands. Surprisingly, kind of worked. It was a little sloppy, but having a napkin at the ready made it very doable. They were fucking delicious, and the dog was fucking delicious. It's not the highest quality dog, but for a fast food dog, I mean, I'm just and in terms of dog, I mean Frank. It's not the highest quality Frank, but for a fast food Frank, absolutely delightful. And the chili was great, and the balance of chili and cheese on both that and the tots were delightful. Are we waiting on drinks, or should we get into drinks? Because I got myself a limeade with cranberry.
I found the hog.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
great.
great. Back to wieners. Let's see
That's
here.
a huge hog.
Let's see. Yeah, turn that around.
Yeah.
That's
No,
a,
it is.
That's a huge
Look.
hog.
No, it is.
It looks good.
Yeah, no, it's a huge pin. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay, let's use Mitch's specific verbiage.
Wait,
That's
where
gigantic.
Where was this
Gigantic.
on the menu? That's not gigantic. I've been railed by bigger.
Oh
Come
my
on.
god.
Get a life.
Gigantic is its own thing, right?
There's no mane of pubes. This guy's not working at Harvey's.
I think I think it's pretty gigantic.
One thing I want to say before we move off
Please.
the hot dog is I feel like the Sonic hot dog, in terms of the because it's thin, a la
Mhm.
like a Nathan's without the snap,
Mm.
right? I think
Right.
that's the best way to describe
Yeah.
it.
What would be on an all Canadian dog? You got the all American dog.
Mm.
You two got to make us an all Canadian dog. What
Well,
do you do?
You wouldn't want to
Well,
put
I used
maple
to put-
syrup or something like that on.
Well, I
That would
used
be
to have
gross.
hot dogs with cheese whiz.
Right.
Oh, that's fine.
Right.
That
That's
was like a
fun.
big thing growing up.
Yeah.
Was hot dogs
Would
with
definitely
cheese whiz.
be ketchup, of course.
Yeah, ketchup.
Oh,
of
sure,
course.
okay.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Hey, I'm fine with ketchup. Chicago doesn't like ketchup.
No.
I'm fine with ketchup.
I think it
on
would
a
be
dog.
pea meal
I know.
bacon, a slice of pea meal bacon,
yeah, if you
which
could,
is
like, put it in there.
back bacon here, right? Is that what it's
Okay.
called?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
And then the
Well,
ketchup.
like you get a chili dog. I've had a poutine dog. I mean, it's the same thing.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Yeah.
a poutine.
I have had a poutine
kind
dog.
of
It was
a
good.
gravy. That's
Ooh, a
pretty
gravy.
good.
It was good.
Maybe a pea meal bacon gravy hot dog would be kind of where it's at.
Sounds
Yeah.
delightful.
The old Canadian dog. Everyone
terrific.
always asks us to make food up Make an all Canadian dog. Send us a picture of it.
Yeah, someone out there's got a restaurant and wants to make their version of it, or wants to just make it at home. Yeah,
I think that cream cheese. I guess cream cheese is like an American
curd
dog thing,
cheese
right?
would be like a
Yeah.
poutine
Oh,
cheese.
yeah.
Would be
Poutine
good.
cheese.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like those curds.
But there
Yeah.
is too much emphasis on poutine being in like the Canadian.
Sure.
I'm
I don't want
obsessed.
just another poutine dog.
Yeah, I
don't want
gotcha.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the what was he pea-meal bacon? How
that.
do you
Pea-meal bacon.
Yeah,
It's
pea-meal.
like it's like cornmeal on the
got
on the
it.
bacon, and then it's like it's grilled. But also, like you guys have hickory sticks here.
We probably
Hickory-
do, but we don't know them by that name.
Oh yeah, what would they be called here? Hickory sticks. They're just like
You know what? I don't
smoky
even
little
know. Yeah.
potato sticks.
They're like
Uh,
your fry. Your
that would kind of be like I think the main like topping. You would top it with these like it's so bizarre because they're not fries. They're just little. Basically, if
I know what you're talking about.
unconstructed lattice fry.
a
on
small
my-
brown
pit-
bag.
potato sticks. You know like the potato sticks?
Yes, I know
Yeah.
they're like crunchy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's
okay.
like a barbecue seasoning on them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
Like a hickory
Really
barbecue.
good.
They're really good.
There's a Venezuelan hot dog truck or cart that was around in LA. I think it's still around, but it used to be in my neighborhood. I think it's called Dog R, like a pun on Dodger.
Mm.
And they have potato sticks on their dogs. I guess that's a Venezuelan thing, and they're fucking great. I only had the veggie version because this is I wasn't eating the meat franks at the time, but when I had them, I was like, this is delightful.
Here's the thing that Canada has they do a better job with. All dressed. All
Yes.
dressed.
All
Oh my
dressed is
God.
Oh, just
delightful.
chips
I
in
don't eat-
general are much.
Yeah, I
seem to
think
be
our,
better.
all
Flavor
of our
options are
chips
much
are
better.
better.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand.
Well, we're
Look, I think
classy.
I'm
We're
going to go to bat
classy.
for American chips. I think that there are good American chips, and it's usually kind of like locally.
Cool
It's
Ranch
like-
is great.
Oh, I mean, also yes. I mean, I think Cool Ranch is the best.
We get those up there.
And a little hint for later about Cool Ranch. Those chips are fine, but like Cape Cod potato chips. Well, now I'm saying that's like local, but there's a couple Pennsylvania brand chips, Wags.
Yeah,
A
sure.
couple of Massachusetts, like Wachusett chips or whatever. There's like
Right.
there are local chips that are
But I
good.
feel like
but
you
I think
can't count local because that's
Sure.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It has to be you can walk
It's the
into
national
any
brand of
grocery
chips.
store exactly.
And even
That's
our
what you have to
barbecue,
compare.
the barbecue here is sweet and tangy, and
Yeah.
our barbecue up there is not.
Yeah, what are you guys eating? My pussy? Come on.
Yeah, yeah, we do say it's sweet and tangy.
Sorry.
Right.
What are you eating, my pussy? Just after seeing Ben Affleck's naked, pubeless
Well,
dick.
Speaking of his hog, I wrote in one of my notes because one of the other sides we got was a soft pretzel, which I really enjoyed, and I went soft pretzel like soft dick, my fave.
I love that Alana memorized her notes.
I did. I just looked in them all.
Okay, so we also got ourselves.
we had a Gone Girl episode before this, which is a filthy movie.
It's fucking
and you have
disgusting.
managed to out filthy it.
Yeah,
somehow.
easily. So we got the pretzel twist, which comes with a cheese dip. The cheese dip I wish had been warm instead of room temp. I mean, I know that's a thing they can't really fix there, but it would have been nice. Same deal for the marinara that comes with the mozzarella sticks, which we also got. Marinara also kind of just like tasted like shit. It's just very
Marinara
jammy.
sucks.
It
Like
was
a
so
thin
weird.
tomato soup.
Yes,
kind
yeah,
of
exactly.
And this is
Weird.
also maybe a thing for our listeners. We were trying to figure out where we've had great marinara. Maybe Arby's has good marinara.
I think Arby's does have a decent marinara. I think
What
I
did
also
you
feel
say?
like BK does.
BK. That's
Yeah.
what you said.
But anyway,
I think you're right.
But we also got and Norm, you got a corn dog, which I know you talked about hot dogs. I'm not sure if you touched on the corn dog specifically. And I got the Junior Frito chili cheese wrap, which Mitch we shared. I would characterize this as disgusting and delicious because it really is
Yes.
just chili cheese Fritos covered with chili and cheese wrapped in a tortilla. It's about the size of like
It's
a
almost a
cheese
Taco
burrito.
Bell item.
It's like a Taco
Oh,
Bell
yeah.
item, and it was gross, but it tasted so good.
Is not only is it disgusting, but I took like a bite after you did. And it was like a gross thing to share.
Yeah.
As my nose was running.
Yeah.
I got a pitch. Norm got a corn dog.
Hmm.
What do you think of this? Cornburg.
Oh, like a burger, corn dog, like a corn dipped
I'm in. That sounds
burger.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you serve it?
like a
I'm just- I'm-
like
I'm-
a hot pocket almost, but with a burger in the middle.
Or it's like
I think that it is.
it's like a lollipop.
I guess maybe that's how you do it.
I think
yeah.
the thing that's tricky is to keep it moist because I feel like that would be. But I mean, when you get a corn dog, you get a
yeah,
juicy
it's very
dog.
moist.
Well, you can dip anything in the
Absolutely.
batter. You can just do that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying a cornburg.
But okay,
I just think that there's look.
form
The
factor
podcast
wise,
to me is like I'm scheming. I'm trying to make money somehow.
yeah.
And I think
But if you need it on the stick, it can't quite be a corn burger. It would have to be a corn kebab.
Yes, yeah, that's the thing.
Do you know what I mean?
corn corn kebab.
Corn
Wait,
kebab.
are you talking about a corn dipped in the batter? Or
Yeah, it's
you're
like
talking
beef.
about you're talking about a burger dipped in the batter.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like
Right.
beef. But corn bob or something is
Yeah.
that's.
But
that's
if it's
maybe-
this is what happens. I think if you start putting ground beef in the shape of a hot dog, 'cause I know this because
Yeah.
fucking they do this they have a cheeseburger big bite at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, we've all
It
had
has to be cooked well, and then it ends up being cooked well because it's so thin,
Yeah.
and so it dries out a little bit. So I feel like you want to ideally try to keep it in that patty form factor,
Yeah.
and deep fry that whole thing, and maybe you put a slice of cheese on top of it. But I'm just like, how do you
See,
eat
I was
it?
thinking if you dip it in, I think you can just and don't put the cheese on, or you put the cheese on the burger and then dip it in.
That's what I'm thinking.
You
Yeah.
hold it kind of like one of those crustable peanut butter and jelly
Oh yeah,
sandwich
with a
things.
little wax
good.
You
paper.
just
Yeah.
hold it
Oh,
like
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of the stick.
Yeah, that's what I think
So
you
if
do.
you had a patty with even the cheese inside the meat, how you do
Exactly.
sometimes,
Juicy
then
Lucy.
then
There
you
you
just
go.
you put that in the corn batter.
All right,
fry
we
it up.
solved it. Podcast adjourned.
You
That is a
wish.
great idea.
We still have like an hour and a half.
I would literally do anything to get out of here.
We should talk about our wait. First off, I want to get anyone's takes on the mozzarella sticks and the pretzel twist because I think their mozzarella sticks are very good. I think you have to
Loved.
ditch them and dip them in their ranch. They have a lot of great dips there, but I think that marinara just sucks. But I think the sticks themselves are very
The
good.
sticks themselves
you
are good.
didn't need the marinara. The sticks were so good.
Yeah.
You actually didn't need the marinara.
Yeah.
They were like probably my favorite thing on the menu.
You
Yeah.
were torn a bit on the pretzel stick, right?
My thing with the pretzel stick
Alana
is
didn't
I
like
said
the cheese.
yeah, and half of why
Cheese
I
dip
like
was
pretzel
bad.
sticks is just for the cheese. It's why I love pretzel so
Yeah.
much. So I was like, it's pretty cool. You can get a soft pretzel at a fast food restaurant. You don't see that sometimes.
Mhm.
Pretzel bun at best. So I liked that, and I think it was like $1.99. I was like, okay, whatever. But really, the cheese, it's like it was truly such a letdown.
That's a bummer because also it seems like an easy fix. Like, doesn't just having a cheese, like a nacho cheese dispenser, seem like it's
Or
not?
can't you just put it on the heat things like they do at Wetzel Pretzel? They
Yeah.
have it
Yeah,
on the
that'd
heat
be
things.
Yeah,
nice.
just
Yeah,
keep it like in a
warm it up a
warm
little.
area.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Just keep it there.
Yeah, and
I concur.
we also got the fries too, which I was not really in
No,
on.
I feel like no
yeah.
one was
seemed
crazy
like
about the
it
fries.
seemed like the first
No.
version of BK fries.
We said this in the
Fries
car.
are a bummer.
Yeah.
Tots
You
are
get
great. Fries weren't
tots when you
great.
go to.
Well,
Tots
call-
are the way to go.
I mean, call me Toddy Tits. Hello, I'm filled to the brim on these bad boys. I went to town.
Sweet and sour
Call you
pussy,
Toddy
totty
tits?
tits.
No one
Call
here
me
is going to call
Toddy
you Toddy
Tits.
Tits. We're not going to be calling you Toddy Tits. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and mine's
Same.
bad marinara asshole.
Let's talk. Unless anyone else has any other thoughts on the mozzarella sticks, the pretzel twist. Let's talk beverages. I
Yes.
did get that a limeade with cranberry limeade. You can customize if anyone hasn't been to this chain, you have lemonades and limeades, and you can customize them with all sorts of flavors. I got mine with cranberry. I thought it was fucking delightful, and I
I had a
was
sip
like, I'm gonna
of
have
it.
a few sips of this, and I just end up drinking the whole.
Yeah,
thing.
I housed my whole thing too. But
So good.
I got a cherry limeade. I do like the cherry limeade better, but
It's better, but it's nice to have some variety in terms of options.
the cherry limeade is just such a classic.
But
It's so
wait, you
good.
got an addition to
Whoa.
yours that is a big part
Which
of
I
my
liked.
review.
Yes, I loved.
I got something that was just on the menu and it
New, right?
looked insane. I don't know. I think it maybe has been around for a while.
Mm.
But I got a grape slush with nerds in it. And they put rainbow nerds in the slush and
And they wouldn't let you on the Harry Potter ride. Wow.
I think you saw my tits getting bigger in the car as I drank it.
Yeah, it was just the little nerds compiling.
Well, call me nerdy tits, but I like toddy tits.
Yeah.
No,
I
we got
We
it.
got it.
Yeah. No, we feel good about
We
it.
get it. We don't want it.
I was like, this is insane. We should try this. I took a sip of that thing and I was like, this rules. It's so sugary sweet. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But also the
Wag said
grape-
it's like a crunchy boba tea kind of thing.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. I think
There's
we
a
had
little bobo feel to it.
we each had sips in
Mhm.
succession. I feel like we all had the same reaction of just sort of being like, like kind of like it, like evaluating and then be like, oh wow, that's fucking great.
I think
It's really
everyone-
good.
everyone
it's just so
loved it.
weird.
It is so it's very weird. I looked the cup is still in my car. But I
That's
looked
not okay.
Uh,
We went on Monday.
Yeah, that was a while ago, dude.
I don't know why you're bragging about how sad your life is.
guess what? Still in the car. I looked in there like yesterday or the day before,
In the cup.
In the cups.
And you didn't throw it out.
Still
You just
put it away.
back where it was.
I looked at it and there were no nerds. We had drank all the nerds out of it, or maybe I did more so. But I gotta say this.
Yeah.
Just straight up, the grape slush was great.
Grape
It
slush
was.
is
And
so good.
I'm not
It's
a
very,
grape
very
flavor
good.
person, and it was awesome.
So
I
good.
loved it.
So good.
Yeah.
I got the limeade slush. Is
Yeah,
that what
you
it's
got a
called?
slush.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I really liked it. I would have never, it was your recommendation, Wags, because you were like, this is kind of what they're known for.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It's something I would never order, and I absolutely loved it.
Wow.
Total sugar high, but fresh.
Mhm.
Felt very
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah.
Like the grape is like a commitment, but this one I was like, oh, I could have a bite of a burger and then a sip of this and kind of keep going.
Yeah.
There's no way around the grape that it's artificial in every way. It's like
Sure.
it's very
It's artificial, and it's also like just 600 calories of pure sugar.
Yeah.
It's like this is it's such an unhealthy thing to put into your body, but if you do it as a treat, it's so fun.
Yeah.
And speaking of treats, we should talk about our sweet treats because Norm, you got a Snickers blast, and then we also that was part of the first round. And then as a second round, we all the rest of us got our own
Mini blasts.
individual mini blasts. And Mitch, you and I both got the cookie dough.
we both got cookie dough, and I was very lucky, Wags.
Mhm.
I got the cookie dough blast.
Yeah.
But guess what? It kind of got blasted with M&Ms accidentally.
Yeah, you get some stray M&Ms.
yeah,
I got some
yeah.
stray
You
M&Ms.
did.
Yeah,
And
mystery crunch in
I-
everything you're drinking.
Yeah,
There's-
seriously.
and you know what? The M&Ms and cookie dough combo
Hmm.
was fantastic.
Oh, here we go.
It was so fucking good, and I'm like, I've never even thought of that combo before.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, M&M cookies, whatever.
Maybe
But-
that's the whole thing. Maybe it was there on purpose.
And I loved it.
But you didn't have M&Ms in yours.
No, I do.
Oh.
I just got a straight up like and I don't know. They probably just made them. They made an M&M's one and then made Mitch's immediately after. They made mine right
Yeah.
after that. Is probably what happened. Mine was
Mhm.
just cookie dough, but you know what? It's still fucking great. I loved it.
It was
I thought
really good.
delicious.
I
The
got-
cookie dough looked like cat food on top of the ice
It looked
cream.
gross. It was not like the little niblets were too small. Like
Mhm.
it looked a little like kibble. But then when you mix it up like that, it was a great balance of cookie dough bites and vanilla ice cream. I thought it was delightful. And again, I had the whole fucking thing. I was trying to
Well,
decide
I
to love it.
wasn't going to get one, and then I had a bite of yours because you, Norm, ordered yours in the first round of food.
That's right.
I had a bite of yours. It was so good. And then you guys started talking about the minis, and I was like, I'm going to get one too. I went out on a limb. I got Butterfinger. Watch yourself. Oh, I downed the whole
Wow.
thing. Same in 2 seconds. It was so good. It was probably the only thing that I ate head to toe, the whole thing.
Wow.
Yes, because I didn't share any. Sorry.
And we noticed.
Yeah, we could all tell. Did you spoon yours? Because I could. I think
Yeah,
I
is it-
spooned it.
Most
Yeah,
of
and
the
is
time.
it still in your
too
bed?
thick to straw,
Empty?
for sure.
That cup I got rid of on site.
Wow.
I tried-
know I got rid of that. I threw out all the garbage.
Okay, that's true. Well, I
Yeah,
tried to
that's
open
true.
the
We
door
were-
and I slammed your door into a Sonic kiosk.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
remember, I was trapped in the car.
Alana did photograph a little piece of lettuce you left behind as
I
well.
did. I lost it. We're first of all, we're with Mr. Spills over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were. It
And
was
you
snug.
were killing it,
It was
Nick. You
tight.
did so good.
I didn't spill on anything.
Nothing.
Nick, for Love Week, you did not a single spill. You got a burger to make up for your gigantic fuck up.
And the burger was by far the best thing on the menu.
Way better
Burger
than
was
the
very
toast.
The
good.
Amazing.
Burger was
the
great.
burger was so good.
It was lights out.
And we were also so stuffed at that point, and it was still
It was still so good.
fucking so good.
Which is
And
so-
we had just come from ice cream, and it was like, that's how you know the burger's good. We had a million flavors, and
Yeah.
still everyone was like, well, that was amazing.
It's
Yeah.
odd because the patty's the same, right? I don't understand how the bun makes that,
That bun.
much. It's the bun.
I think you gotta. I think you just
That
gotta.
bun.
I think it was they had a bad outing with this particular batch of Texas toast because I've had it and
Right.
it's been better, or the quality has gone down and they've like started scrimping and saving
be
and made
too.
them.
Do you know what I think about it?
Yeah.
Yee nah.
I don't know if that's gonna catch. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a
Yee
little,
nah.
yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
little
okay.
worried.
Norm, did you get your thoughts on the Snickers blast?
Well, I don't normally get Snickers anything,
Mhm.
and Snickers is Alana's favorite chocolate, and I know that because we're in love. Um,
That's
But-
beautiful.
Of
Yeah.
available in America, I have one in Coffee Crisp in Canada.
Coffee Crisp
Is
is
my
very good.
Coffee
ultimate
Crisp is
favorite.
very good.
Chocolate
Oh my God,
bar.
forget
my
about
ultimate
chips.
Also,
favorite
why
chocolate
not?
bar.
Why is it not available? Should be available. It doesn't make
I
sense.
could not
I
agree
think it's
more.
because like we're
Too classy.
part of the Commonwealth, so we get our chocolate from like England, like Cadbury.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a different type of
Which
chocolate.
a lot of people are like, "Oi, your chocolate tastes like vomit." That's like what that's
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
No, there is no way anyone's
certainly
ever
not
said
what
it
British
like
people
that.
sound like. But.
Check out Affleck's Todger.
Now
Boy.
that sounds more accurate.
But I
Not
was
frostbitten at all. Prince Harry.
No, good. It took me a while, but I was like, wait a minute. Yes. It was quite good. It is similar to a McFlurry. But,
Yeah.
I think they add a little more topping up top as opposed to McFlurry. Sometimes you just like, you could just tell someone's just cramming it up the mixer and then it's not really mixed
Not
properly.
good distribution, you're saying.
That you
Yes.
find-
No, not at all.
This was well mixed.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty
I agree.
even, unlike your steak sandwich. But
Yeah.
I was very much into it, and it was a good size. It was a medium or a large compared
Yeah.
to your minis. So yeah, I'd say it was really good.
I like
Yeah.
I like a Snickers mix a lot sometimes, and I actually think that this one did all right with it. You sometimes get the pieces they're too frozen, the Snickers pieces, but I
Right.
thought that this it did a good job.
Same with the Butterfinger, and I totally agree. It felt fresh.
Not
Yeah.
chunky, more crumbled, easier to eat.
Yeah.
Although
Yes,
you didn't need the
easier to
spoon.
eat.
Yes.
Yes.
Snickers is one of my favorite candy. It's a good candy.
You know, it's universal. It's like everybody loves a Snickers.
Yeah. Is there any food we haven't touched on? I mean, we got an array of sauces, and we also great service at this Sonic. They were expedient.
I feel like
friendly.
every Sonic that I've dealt with has had pretty. And look,
Yeah.
it's a place that I don't go too often, but I've been impressed every time I've been there as far as that goes.
Oh, I do have a couple things to touch on that Weiger related.
Please.
Okay, so I saw there that you can tip, which was a huge flex for Weiger, because I said Weiger left a cash tip on top of his digital tip. It's like Shania Twain once said, "That don't impress me much."
Yeah.
And also one last thing on Weiger, which usually I burn you, Mitch. We'll get back to that. But one last thing on Weiger, he
don't have to.
He did put his seatbelt on in the parking lot.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
true.
yeah. To
He had,
order.
the seatbelt on to drive over to the kiosk.
Yeah.
Safety first.
It's like one of my main notes on here was about the seatbelt, like almost nothing to do with food.
Well,
it's
here's the
also,
thing.
That's also a thing of like everyone noticed immediately. Like my instinct, I just put on my seatbelt and everyone starts roasting me.
You were gonna be fine. It was like more danger if the car got on fire or something, you'd be stuck. But
You couldn't get out. You're right against the ordering.
I was
machine.
good.
I would have been fucked. If it was a
Yeah.
final destination moment, I was screwed. We paid for the first order and you gave a nice tip, a generous tip, and I was fuming. And then we did the second order and you gave a smaller tip, and then you roasted him for the smaller tip.
It's a smaller order.
And then he gave
But yes.
cash when she came by.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Just a little
I
fiver.
cost him quite a bit of money from my bullying.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's good. I mean, I'm
It is
everything
good.
to the worker. And I'll also say this.
There goes my extra set of stairs.
But especially with the full service of them walking it
Yeah.
out, like in the rain, imagine.
Wait,
And-
Mitch, wait, you need another set of stairs?
I want another
Doesn't
set
have
of
enough,
stairs.
yeah.
That's
Gonna add a flight.
Throwing it out of nowhere.
I think that
Think we should add a flight this year? I'm saying this to Wally.
I think I was like, I don't remember. I could be wrong, but I don't remember having the ability to tip on the screen previously.
You did.
It feels like a newest. You could always do that.
Oh, no, I don't know if that was before.
Because this time you could, and
I
I did know like, oh, it's cool that you can just tip a percentage or a flat dollar amount when you pay at the
Yes.
kiosk.
A lot
That's
of
great
people.
that they have
A
that.
lot of people. Look, it's nice to tip fast food people. I don't think that it's expected. It's nice if you do it every so often, of course, especially if you frequent a place. You don't have to do that. We're not trying to. But Sonic feels different. It does feel like they're delivering to your car. It does feel like more of a. All of it is service.
Yeah,
but I'm
I-
saying like
Yeah.
the fact that they're delivering food to your.
We just have to think inclement
doorstep.
weather,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And then they're coming back and forth to your car,
Yeah.
and we're sitting there with multiple orders.
I don't even think. I mean, it didn't. It barely rained, but right, it didn't.
But in the
really.
last
was-
month,
yeah.
that's been so rainy. Imagine
Sure, yeah.
that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
That's also just a harder job than our job.
It
And I'm
is.
just like happy to.
We're
show
literally
appreciation.
Of
sitting down
course.
right now.
Exactly.
Of course
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, but I was gonna say that. Yeah, yes. To your point, Mitch. My personal stance, and this is the Jonathan Gold stance, R.I.P., is just like any place there is the ability to tip, regardless of what it is, I'll just like 20% is just like and like I'm happy to do that because I have the means to do it, and those jobs are fucking hard.
I agree with you.
But
I
get what you're saying
I
in terms
definitely
of
don't tip every time I get fast food, but I do tip on many occasions.
yes,
I tip.
but specifically the thing of like, hey, here's the screen has this option, or like there's a tip jar or
Sure.
something. Like if that's presented, if it's just like a thing like, hey, I'm going to Wendy's. And it's not like I will often, but it's not like a thing where
Sure.
like they have it built into their payment mechanisms, which honestly, with people having less and less cash, kind of sucks at this point.
They should. It really
should, yeah.
bothers me when I go somewhere and I can't tip.
Yeah.
Even just to leave $1 or
Yeah.
something like that. And it's like you'll go, if you go to like a Starbucks, like if you go to a personal owned coffee shop and the coffees are really expensive, they always have the tip one there. But then you go to like a Starbucks and they're working their asses off. They're so
Yeah.
busy. And then you can't give them a tip. And you're like, well, I'm not saying one deserves it more than the other. They both deserve it.
I also think it depends on the order. So, for
That's true.
our example, like we ordered kind of one of everything, which is super
ordered a lot.
annoying.
Yeah,
we were very
We had to
annoying.
go a little. If we had just grape nerd blasts, 4 of them and 4 burgers.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably wouldn't have tipped as much as you did.
Yes. Well, also, like, here's the other thing, is that we are in a unique position where this is our job to cover chain restaurants. And so I think that partly puts in our head of like, hey, we should go out of our way to compensate these people because this
I'm
is...
on board with you.
But you're talking to people in general. And a lot of people have
Yeah.
like, hey, maybe I work at a restaurant and I don't have a lot of money. And so when I go
Sure.
to a place, I don't necessarily want to feel obligated to tip. That all comes down to a larger discussion of American tip culture is fundamentally broken. Like so many things in this fucking country. It should be that the fucking workplaces have it built into the compensation where it like individual workers don't have to hustle for tips to try to pay their bills, and they're just paid fairly, and that's just part of all these laws that exempt people from paying minimum wage. Like so many workers are sub minimum wage in the food service industry because they're treated as tipped employees, and that's like federally legal. It's fucking absurd. But that's the other thing. This is America. It's not getting fixed.
Yeah,
It's
we're not in
true.
Canada. It's not getting fixed. So do your part because we have a broken country.
In
look
America,
right at
you
the-
can only tip with guns.
And here's your bullet. Thank you for the burger.
Weiger's right. This place is fucked.
I look right at the camera and say, I love this country, dude. I don't think we do anything wrong here. We got it all figured out. Canada. I mean, it would be great if at Wendy's you could add a tip. I mean, it's also a cashless society.
I
now.
would
No one
feel
has
That's the other
cash.
thing.
I would feel so much better even just to leave $1. I would feel so much better if I
They
could
should
just,
allow it.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and again, it's like, yes, I do feel lucky I am able to tip. That's why I do it. There was times in my life when I wasn't able to.
Yes, right.
You know what I mean? So
For sure.
for me, I'm like, well, if I can now, I will.
I think you should, as if you're, if you have a pain in the ass order, you should up it 5%, no matter what if you are used
That's a
to
great rule of
tipping
thumb.
10%
That is a
or
good rule of
15%.
thumb.
If you're like, okay, I'm ordering lunch for everyone at the office and everyone needs their name on their sandwich or something,
Oh, that stuff
that's
is always.
you
I
got
would
to add
always-
another
yeah.
5% on that.
And customize and
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
stuff. I agree.
Anyway, it was very generous of you. I thought it was
Yeah.
kind, and I would have done the same. I was joking when I said I would.
We want to give that Affleck tip, that big tip.
Yeah, you whipped it
Just
out.
the tip.
You
Yeah.
whipped it out, and she couldn't see anything, so she just walked away.
Which is amazing because Wags was already mad they weren't on roller skates. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's amazed
True.
you didn't dock a couple bucks for no roller skates.
yeah.
He did keep calling her roller girl. He said, "Thank you, roller girl."
Oh no!
Yeah.
The experience was. I had a blast. It was a
I
had a lot
great.
of fun.
too.
It was a great day. I liked eating in the car together.
Yeah.
I did too.
I was
Fun.
so unsure of it, and like we said, Mr. Spill didn't spill once. On that last burger, a little piece of lettuce flew out, and I told you,
Yeah.
I spilled a little piece of lettuce, which you then took a photo of and sent to us.
Immediately, I found it right away.
But
And I
So
said it
proud
was
of
the
it.
one thing you didn't eat, which I thought was fun.
Yeah, that was a sick bird.
and then I drove Wags to the train station, and we
Yeah.
called it a day. And I said that the reason they call it Sonic, and this is also true,
This was funny.
is because you have to go at sonic speeds to get home to the toilet
Uh-huh.
because
Right.
you're going to shit your brains out,
Yeah.
which is kind of what happened.
It's true.
I dropped you off at the train station. I can't believe that you took like a 45-minute train ride after our car ride. But how were your guys' stomachs after that?
Great question.
Because I did not feel great.
Yeah, I don't know if I had the old hedgehog popping out or Dr. Robotnik throwing bombs up my ass, but I felt okay. I also don't. I didn't get I didn't get chili anything because
That
we
helps, yeah.
had made chili.
Yeah.
A couple nights before. I think it could have been the chili. And one thing I did want to say quickly about that chili, as opposed to a Wendy's chili, is probably unlike what spilled out of your pants. It wasn't runny.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
Right.
It's not
Yeah,
a thin
yeah.
chili. Unlike, and there's one other sauce we didn't mention, and that was the special sauce.
That's
Great
right.
sauce.
The special
which was a
sauce.
great sauce, and
Yeah.
it's probably the equivalent of the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I had a couple of healthy poos. Sure.
Wow. I didn't know you pooed. We live together.
We are roommates.
I didn't deliver the joke as well as I had set up before.
And you've yet to, yeah.
We also did mention Roller Girl when we were talking about when you go to the bathroom and then said you leave them on like Roller Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of talk about the end of the day stomach issues.
Yeah.
Right.
I never even really thought of Sonic that way, but I'm like, oh, I ate like 3 chili based things. But it was heavy. I think if you go there and you get a limeade and a all-American dog, I think you can be all right.
We barely ate dinner. We were so stuffed.
We tried a lot of stuff. This is the thing. We didn't get like normally if you're gonna order there, you'd probably get like a combo and then maybe one thing to share. We all got our own combos and then we got additional like full sandwiches to try.
And like
and then
all
a bunch
the
of and then all the apps. So we got a ton of shit. We ordered a lot more. And then we all got the slushies and
desserts.
Dessert drinks.
Yeah.
So we got too much, but it was a lot of fun. It was a total blast. We liked Sonic. Did we love it? We'll find out after this break. We'll be back with more Doughboys.
Wow. Also, the text thread, Sonic the Food Hog. Which
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back to Doughboys as Love Week continues, heads towards its conclusion.
Wags.
But the love doesn't stop here with Norm and Alana.
The love is flowing here because also in the way that this never happens, outside looks like if you went to like Sesame Street and saw Big Bird walking around.
Yeah.
It's kind of a similar situation with like Doughboys characters.
Yes, yeah.
Now. There's
Celeb sightings.
There's our snuffleupaguses here, basically.
Yes.
Susser
just showed up.
Uninvited.
Susserophagus.
Yeah.
Uninvited. Unwanted.
And Amelia, the Doughboys crew is going on here.
They're here. Amelia's going to join us in just 1 second. But before we do that, it's time for our fork scores here with our second review of Sonic. Is it Drive? Fuck, I think it's Drive-In. Sonic Drive-In. No, I was like, for a second, I thought, well, like, is there another part of it beyond Drive-In? Is it Sonic something in Drive-In? No, it's just Sonic Drive-In. I second guessed myself. You know that feeling of sometimes you're just like, oh, I know what it is, but then like, what if I don't know what it is?
No.
Okay.
None of them have
He's unraveling.
He's a man unhinged.
Do none of them have like seating indoors?
No, they generally have. I mean, there might be the odd one, but they're like Chick-fil-A's. They don't have indoor seating usually. They've got the outdoor area and the drive-through, and that's their whole business. And the drive-in, obviously. All right, here's how this will work. Norm, Alana will each go around, give our closing argument or final thoughts, if you will, on this podcast, and end that by giving it 0 to 5 forks. Norm, to my left, will begin with you.
I'm gonna say that it is 3.5.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta hear more.
Is that good or bad?
God.
No, I just want to hear more.
Well,
this is jaw dropping.
Wow.
Literally, our jaws are like wide open right now.
Is that bad?
Just wait.
No, but please finish your thoughts.
Please finish.
Just, I think I was led astray. I did not like the toaster sandwich.
How dare you fuck this up?
Yeah, more like giving Weiger 3.5.
I know we love the mozzarella sticks, and I felt pretty good about them. I do think that they weren't any better than anything you get frozen out of your own box from Costco. The marinara was pretty weak, but all of the shakes and the hot dogs, I'm going to say were good, which is what I'm going to say it's better than average. But I don't know if I can go as far as to say that it's a 4 out of 5. So I'm going to say 3.5.
Wow. Last time,
what the fuck did he do?
I'll get to it in a second. We'll go to Alana. Your thoughts, your fork score.
Okay.
Also, by the way, you can't give Weiger a 3.5. He gets an Affleck score.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I would give it. Well, I'm obviously gonna measure in knives as I do. I'm gonna give it 4 knives and my husband. Can somebody take this sociopath off my hands? 3.5.
It's such a similar score.
What are you, a monster?
It's basically a half point off.
Oh my God. I'm giving it a 4 because the thing about Sonic, yes, it will feed you. Yes, it will nourish you.
Yes.
But it will also help bring people together.
Right.
Wow.
Because you have to sit in the car like an animal.
I'm floored. In my mind, I was like, is this going to the Platinum Plate Club?
Well, it was in the Platinum Plate Club. When we went with Matt Apodaca, we gave it 5 forks all around. It was enshrined in the Platinum Plate Club, but now it's getting the boot.
Here's the
It's on
thing.
the outside looking in.
I'm giving it here's why it's a 4. And Norm already said it. The toast. I can't overlook it. And if that's like a signature thing, no, Weiger.
No, it's on
I was
me.
led
We
astray
had to
on the
get
main.
it. No. We had to get the toast because if that's one of their things, we had to try it. It's not on you. Sure, it's your fault, but it's not on you necessarily because you didn't make the toast. But yeah, you sabotaged the entire outing.
I can't believe that this happened.
I'm really
Love Week
disappointed.
is fucking falling apart. This is insane.
It's a 4 is a bad number? No way.
I think
4's
3.5 is
good.
pretty good.
3.5.
Norm, you're the most critical, judgmental person I know. If you really are saying
What a way to
3.5
find
right
out.
now. Okay, Mitch, unleash the beast.
This is fucked. I had a great time. We ate those burgers. That burger at the end was so fantastic.
It was great.
The Nerds drink was fantastic.
That's true.
The cherry limeade was delicious.
Yep.
What the hell is wrong with you two? You deserve each other with this 3.5 and 4.
Oh my God, sorry that I don't like wet bread.
The toast
Sorry, I
is a
don't like
Weiger
eating-
fuck up.
Sorry I don't like eating burgers in between napkins.
The toast is a Weiger fuck up.
Fucking put it
You
all on
fucked up.
me.
No, shut up.
This is exactly what happened when you led me astray at Carl's Jr. with the stupid barbecue Western burger.
There
That
you go.
burger's
Yeah.
great.
That burger's disgusting.
love
That
that
burger is
burger.
great, but this is the same sort
This
of
is
thing.
the same thing. So I'm saying I can throw Weiger under the bus. I'm hilarious. But
No,
you
the
have
toast
no
is a more
right
unknown.
to do this to us.
The toast is an unknown.
Especially
more
with an
unknown
onion ring in
factor.
there, it gets too slidey.
This is Norm. I can't believe it. Look, I was going to say this. This is where I was going to say, but like I said, Sonic. Is it named Sonic because you have to go at Sonic speed so you don't shit yourself on the way home? Yes,
Uh-huh.
maybe. But also, our friend Sonic the Hedgehog
Yeah,
Right.
loves chili dogs.
he sure does.
And you know what? He'd really approve of this place because they have a fucking delicious chili dog,
Yeah.
a foot longer. It's fantastic.
Service is fast.
It service is fast.
They have rings.
And you know what? Just like Sonic, they're friendly and funny a lot of the time.
They are funny, yeah.
And the ordering thing is a robot.
And the ordering thing is a robot.
It's a robot,
And
yeah.
we didn't break one, but maybe an animal will come out if you broke it, like in Sonic.
Mhm.
Yep.
And you know what? It gets a gold ring, just like Sonic would say.
Wow.
And for me, 5 gold rings,
Wow.
Wow.
5 forks. It's still Platinum Plate Club to me.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Wags?
First
You
off,
should.
First off, happy Love Week, everyone.
Barely.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like I just brought everybody down.
Yeah.
No,
what
it's
You
else
fine.
is
did,
new?
Norm. You did.
Welcome to my life.
Mitch mentioned Sonic the Hedgehog, famous blue fictional character. And
Mhm.
as I was reflecting on this meal at Sonic Drive-In, I was thinking of another blue fictional character who's in my mind often since seeing The Way of Water in theaters 3 times. Jake Sully. And what I was thinking about is if I were to undergo the Jake Sully transformation where I were to convene with Iowa and abandon my human form and become a Na'vi and live on Pandora among the Na'vi.
God.
It seems
Just
amazing.
thinking about the Na'vi being
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
oh, this is a new weird guy.
I know what you're saying. This is the legs guy. Yep.
This is the legs guy, yeah. I mean, there's more to him than that, but yes.
Yep.
So as much as I would be like, happiness is simple, and this is what it's all about. It's just about like, hanging with my family and splashing in a stream and catching fish. At some point, having the memories of someone who'd lived on Earth, I would be like, fuck, I would love some Sonic.
Wow.
And I don't think that's true of every experience on Earth, but I think
Wow.
a chain like Sonic would be the kind of thing at once in a while I'd be like, fuck, I would fucking love to have a chain.
And you'd maybe like open one at the bottom of Home Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you didn't even think twice about Natalie.
Well, of course I'd miss my
Well, you didn't say it.
In
Yeah.
this scenario,
Of
she
course
would
nothing.
also undergo the Na'vi transformation, and she'd be there with me, okay?
Meanwhile, all the Na'vi have avatared into human bodies to get away from Weiger.
I'm just saying, I think it's that good where it's like a fast food place that I would miss if I wasn't anywhere near one. And I think for that reason, it deserves 5 rings, which, does not put in the Golden Plate Club or the Platinum Plate Club. But you know what? It has a good score from the Doughboys. And I think a good score from our guests. So
Who
that's our review of Sonic
We
Drive-In.
still love.
Who we still love.
Wow, Norm.
Really?
You owe everyone an apology for the derail.
I want to toss in another half point now. I feel like I've been convinced a bit just to give it a 4.
No?
No, don't feel like you have to
then
do
you're
that. No.
copying me.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stick by my Mr. Taste standard. And that
Wow.
is to say that some of the things did not taste great.
It was my jaw dropped when you said
I'm
that.
Mine did too,
devastated.
yeah. All right. Well, hey, that was our review of Sonic Drive-In, Revisited.
No
It's
longer
time
the
for a
Platinum Play
segment.
Club. It's dethroned.
I did the same with Carl's, as you remember.
That's true. Hey, that was our review of Sonic Drive-In Revisited. It's time for a segment, and to lead us along the way, here is our associate producer, Amelia Marino. Hi, Amelia. How you doing?
Good. How's everyone doing?
We're doing great.
Just great.
Awesome. All right. Are you guys
It was
ready?
got a little complicated at the end of our
It
review.
got a little heated.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
I'll find out in a couple days when I listen to it. All
Norm
right.
will get eaten alive.
Yeah.
That Reddit, which we love so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to go
Bring
home
it
now.
on,
Yeah.
comments.
All right,
All
Amelia, we have this is a new thing that you devised, and it's specific for Love Week. I'm very excited to do this.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Pre-recorded from Silver Lake. It's the Chewlywed Game.
Wow. The Chewlywed Game.
I'm your host, Amelia Marino, and now let's meet our contestants for today. Quick question. How long have you guys been married?
2018.
4 years.
So yeah.
No, 2019.
19. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you said
4 years.
28 years, and she was like 4.
No, 4.
I mean, he's been in love with me for that long. Sure.
Terrible.
So 4 years?
4
Yes,
years.
4 years.
And Wags and Mitch, how long have you guys been friends?
Well, let's see. We've been doing the
Wow.
podcast for almost 8 years, and how long have we known each other?
We were friends before that.
No, but I'm just trying to think. Well, you guys, but you
Probably met you 2006, 2007 is
Yeah.
my guess.
I was just thinking in terms of formalizing the relationship. If we think of like, hey, we're gonna go into business together in the same way of getting married, like you were dating before you were married.
Sure, if you put it that way,
Yeah.
8 or 9 years.
Yeah, but in terms of knowing each other, almost 15 years. It's been a while.
Well, me and Alana were friends
Longer
before
than
we
that.
got married.
Yeah, we were enemies as well.
I'd say 7. I mean, I've probably known you for 17.
17 years.
Wow.
2006.
I mean, I probably saw you on stage in 2005.
George W. Bush was president.
That's
we knew
right.
each other.
Strategery. I voted for him. Wait, is that right? George W. Bush was in there?
Yeah.
Holy
Obama
shit.
2008.
Yeah.
Or 2009, actually.
We
he
were.
took
I think
office.
we knew each other before
I
that.
think we knew each other under W.
You can't even agree on when you
W.
met. This is off to a bad start.
A while.
Alana and I are
Probably
like-
17, 18 years, possibly.
All right, well,
4 years,
Oh, wow.
friends, enemies, the end.
Wow.
okay, well, let me introduce our
Forgot
contestants
about
for today. Couple number 1, married for 4 years. We have Alana Johnston and Norm Sousa. Couple
clapping
number
for ourselves.
2, friends for 17 years and co-hosts on a podcast for 8. We have Nick Weiger and Mike Mitchell.
Ah, shit.
Now, our Chewlyweds might be in a surprise when they find out how much they do or do not know about each other.
Wow.
Now,
No, yes.
What?
No.
It's good.
No, please, Amelia, go. You're
It's
doing
good.
great. Go
all
on.
right, now for the rules. One person from each couple will leave the room, and then I'll ask a round of questions about your partner. It's important that you answer the questions as you predict your partner will answer the same question when they return.
Wow.
If their answer matches your prediction, you get a point.
Wow.
And each point brings you closer to the grand prize of Whitman's chocolate sampler.
Wow.
Fuck, I want them
Oh, me
so bad.
That's a
me
classic
too.
chocolate.
Some Milk Bar cookies.
Oh,
Wow.
Those are
Yeah.
expensive.
Kind of buried the lead there.
They were like
yeah.
$2 on clearance, so
Oh,
I mean they
wow.
were really expensive. So get ready.
And also, I'll say this. When the other people leave the room, I bought this Cool Ranch dip. And we're going to try the dip.
Okay.
Cool Ranch Doritos dip, which, Amelia, what did he say? It's the same upside down as it is. What is
Oh
the
yeah,
word for it?
it's an ambergram.
An ambergram.
Oh, I
Ambergram.
see.
Sounds like a lady. Amber Graham.
Yeah.
But we and Amelia, you brought some Tostitos and Cool Ranch chips
Yeah,
and nacho cheese
and nacho Doritos.
So wait.
as well.
Doritos.
I'm sorry.
Mitch-
two people leave the room.
Yeah.
2 people have a snack, and then those other 2 people don't get a
Don't
snack,
get the
and they
snack.
come back in.
No, everyone gets to try the snack.
Okay, well, you
They're
said
actually
when
kinda
they
2
leave,
different
we're gonna
segments.
have it.
Look, I just bought this the other day and I thought we should try it.
That's basically what it comes down to. Mitch
Got
wanted to
it.
eat the dip, and then we're gonna do a different segment. Mitch is like, "Well, I have this dip, and I want to eat it."
Mhm.
So
and I'm
that's why
gonna
we're
take
doing it.
over Amelia's segment to
Yeah.
have it.
No, it's in between. So here we go. So the
Susser
dip is
heard
out.
about the dip, and now he's poking his head in. Susser just came in to.
Shouldn't the people have the snack when they're not here?
That's
I
a
like
great.
that.
That's a great
Yes.
call.
That's a good call.
Thanks, Susser.
That's a great call. Thanks,
Did you
Doctor.
Kind of valuable
Really
input
good.
he offers.
He just wants the dip
He
outside.
wants the dip outside.
He wants
the dip outside.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine. It's still a good idea.
It is still a good idea. It is a good idea.
So,
I hit
so
my face on the mic. I was laughing so hard
All
about Susser trying to get the dip.
So I think maybe me, Mitch, and Mitch should go outside so we can give Susser some dip.
Well,
we
Hold
should
on.
we should
Wait,
decide how
yeah.
we want
Oh,
to do
wait,
this. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. Go.
Oh yeah, I guess
Go to
just
Amelia.
decide who you'd rather be out in the hallway talking and eating food with.
Oh,
Go, Norm.
so-
Enjoy the dip.
okay.
So the teams
Oh,
are
thank you.
the teams are Nick and Mitch versus Alana and Norm. So
Okay.
Why don't we vacate this couch and then you guys can cozy over there?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's smart.
All right, great.
Finally,
We're gonna go
some alone
outside.
time.
wait. So you guys
All
take the
you've
dip
ever
out?
wanted.
Yeah, we're taking the dip out.
Yep, take the dip.
This is kinda
Bye-bye.
See if there's any left.
Just for everybody that's not watching the live stream, Mitch is crushed. I mean, gutted about the dip.
I am sad about the dip. Also, Susser showed up for the dip. Why is he here?
What the fuck is his problem? I thought he had a kid.
Why is Susser here? I bought the dip. I can't eat the dip. We're talking Susser with Crud 2, who is
That's right.
you're a featured player on Crud 2.
That's right. Old sketch group with kind of no real premise.
I wonder who will. I think you should win this game.
I'm not going to. Norm is quite literally
eyes on
out
the
to
prize.
lunch. It's not my eyes are on it. Trust me. It's like I'm gonna have to think like what's the worst answer I can give, and that's what he'll guess.
Don't forget, my teammate is Weiger. Who...
Yeah, I know. Your teammates with like a pile of metal.
All right, are you ready for question 1?
Yeah.
Yes.
How does your partner take their eggs?
Okay, this is kind of a 2-part. Can I explain myself and then you help me choose?
Sure.
If he's doing it on the pan, it'd be over easy. But as of late, he's been doing it scrambled. So that's out of convenience. So the way he likes them, over easy. Is that because that's what you said, likes, right?
That's
How do they take their eggs?
Likes. You know what? If he gives an answer that is similar, if he says scrambled and is like, well, actually, usually
Okay,
it's this,
so
then I'll give it to you.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm
We
fair
can
with that.
get flexible.
I was thinking scrambled or over easy for Weiger too. I think I'm gonna go scrambled because I've seen
Okay.
him eat scrambled eggs before.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
fair. Great.
All right. Question number 2. What is your partner's ideal sandwich?
I mean, he's been craving Philly cheesesteaks, but I know that's not the one.
I think I know my answer.
Okay.
Veggie sandwich.
Can you be more specific?
No. He likes a veggie sandwich. He'll talk about eating a veggie sandwich a lot of the time.
I think you can say veggie sandwich. I think that counts. Okay.
If he says veggie sandwich.
What if he says
Well,
veggie burger? Because isn't a burger a sandwich?
he might say burger.
But
he is
that's
a burger
supposed to be
boy.
a sandwich, supposedly.
I think he might say veggie sandwich. He
Okay,
always
veggie
gets a veggie
sandwich.
sandwich.
But what veggies? Because like a grilled cheese could be.
Oh
one.
no,
I mean,
no,
that's
that
not
won't count.
veggie.
If he says grilled cheese, that won't count.
All right, I'm gonna say pastrami. I'm going for it.
It's a great answer.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
Wait, what did you say?
I said pastrami.
Pastrami. I blacked out. Okay. What is a foolproof way to make your partner angry?
Attendance, like if I'm around.
I mean, can I say same answer?
Yeah, let's say the same. Let's take a risk. Let's both do it.
I mean, that's a really funny. I mean, my other thought is like if I'm being stubborn or something.
A foolproof way to make him angry is anything to do with work.
Yeah, I think anything I text him just about work or in general.
Yeah.
He seems to
Okay,
be
so I'm going to
getting
say work. Are you going to say?
Well, I think us both saying just
Let's
around.
do it.
All right,
Let's
let's
do it,
see.
yeah.
If that.
Okay. What is your partner's favorite thing about you?
My butt. I promise.
Go the same thing on this one. I think for at one point I think that Weiger thought that I was a friendly, nice man.
I think he thinks you're really funny.
I think he thinks I'm funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's what it is. I don't like to say that answer, but I think that's what
I know
he likes.
it doesn't seem like the right answer to give, but like that, you can give it even if it's up on yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's. I'll say that.
Okay. You and your partner.
And my butt.
You and your partner are at a wedding, and their favorite DJ, MCC, starts playing their favorite song. What song is that?
Oh my God. It's at a wedding because I know one of his favorite songs is he loves Harry Nilsson, but it's not like no one's playing that at a wedding. I gotta think because it's a wedding. A wedding's so specific.
But I think just like his favorite song is. I think that's okay. My answer is nothing. White noise. The DJ takes a break and doesn't play anything. That is my answer.
I'm gonna say anything by George Harrison.
Great answer.
That's what I'm gonna say. So if he says anything by him, that counts.
I also feel like Weiger could say like Real Big Fish or something too. But it's okay. I'm gonna go. Oh
If
my God! I know the answer.
Okay.
The answer is something by Metallica.
That's good.
But yes, Metallica.
Okay.
Metallica.
All right. Last question. How many flights of stairs does your partner have in their home?
Oh my God.
Like a full flight or just stairs?
I'll accept both.
Okay, 3 stairs.
The real answer is 0 for Weiger.
The real answer.
I mean, he lives in an apartment building, but
dying to see how this turns out.
This is
Amelia. This is
insane.
So good.
This is
I'm
insane.
dying right now.
Well, that was the last. It was 6 questions, so your round
is it time for a dip switch?
Let's do a dip switch.
Dip switch. Here we go.
We're back in here.
All right, now question number 1.
Hey, can I say before we get started real quick?
Oh yeah.
Susser ate most of the dip.
Yeah.
He had so much dip.
Quite a bit of it is gone.
It just sort of kind of speaks to him as a man that he would go out of his way to come here knowing that there might be dip that he could eat.
Yeah,
He dipped and dipped.
Yeah, he did. He's
some heavy scoops.
He's still going now. He's going for round 2. I mean, he's going to be dominating both us and Alana and Mitch, both of our shifts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of round 2,
Yes.
let's get to it.
Okay.
I love it.
Your partner asks you to grab them a snack from the store. What are you buying?
Oh.
For Mitch. Am I guessing what Mitch would get for me? Or am I guessing I'm saying what I would get for Mitch?
You're guessing what
You would get for Mitch.
what Mitch would ask. How do you think Mitch is going to answer? Basically?
Got it. Mitch would want nacho cheese Doritos. I'm sorry. I'll amend that. Mitch would want Cool Ranch Doritos.
Okay. And we don't, it's savory or sweet. It doesn't matter. I'm going to say Alana would take dill pickle chips.
Okay.
Fuck, that sounds good. You were you had a half a thought earlier where you were like, enough about chips. Canadian candy,
Yeah,
is like such like a and I feel like that anytime I've gotten a big Canadian candy sampler platter, I'm like, holy shit, this is unbelievable.
You heard of X-Pack? It's called.
I probably had X-Pack. I just can't place it specifically.
They can send Canadian or English treats to your
Okay,
house.
okay, that
like
might
a
have been what
box.
we got.
Yeah.
All right, this one's kind of an easy one, but at least for one of the people here. But would your partner prefer to make whoopie or eat whoopie pie?
Mitch would rather eat whoopie pies.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd pretty confident in that.
Yeah, and Alana's going to make Whoopi,
Yeah.
I think. And also, Mitch, earlier in this episode, was the Whoopi Goldberg of the conversation.
That's true. Kind of
When
in
we
the
were
View
the View,
sense.
he
Yeah.
was the Whoopi.
He's the whoopee.
Yeah. We have a triple Whoopi entendre.
Okay, 3. If your partner ended up in jail, what would it be for?
What would Mitch end up in jail for?
Lana's going to be an assault, potentially a
that.
stabbing.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Attempted murder.
This is tough. I mean, I'm just trying to think of what Mitch would do that would be felonious because he's also a fearful man, so he wouldn't want to get in trouble. I'm gonna say they found his toilet cam.
Oh, like a
Yeah, they
peeping
found it. They
Tom.
found his secret toilet cam.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's make it a litter box cam to make it on brand.
Yeah. Just to look at cat buttholes.
Well, I honestly don't know what Mitch would do to get himself in trouble. I wonder what he said here. I wonder if it was something like I'm guessing he might have said something like DUI or something.
Or involuntary manslaughter.
Involuntary manslaughter, yeah, vehicular homicide. Is it a felony to marry your own mom? Maybe that's it. Incest.
Yeah, incest.
Okay. And by the way, they actually haven't answered these questions yet.
They haven't answered them yet. Wow.
Yeah, we're doing the individual ones first, and then we'll have you in the room together.
Okay,
and
great.
reveal.
Wow.
Okay. Does your partner think Christmas is a cookie holiday?
Yes. Yeah, we covered this.
I think soft yes.
Soft cookies.
Soft cookie yes. Soft cookie yes.
I'm going to say a definite yes.
Okay. What would your partner say is your best quality?
Mitch would say some shit like I'm organized. Kind of like one of those non-plements, you know? I think he'd say something like, oh, Nick's really like on the ball. So I think I'll go with that.
Yeah, I'm going to say driving skills.
That's a good skill to have.
Yeah, driving.
I'd love to be a good driver. I'm like a very like nervous driver. I'm competent, but I'm just like, I get very anxious. I don't love doing it. If I just was good driver, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, Atlanta's scared of driving, and I drive in rough weather, no problem. So I think, and I do commute her around quite a bit.
You know, speaking of my actual marriage, that's kind of our dynamic reversed, because Natalie is a very confident, capable driver, and she will handle the tough driving chores, and I get very anxious.
Really?
So yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, well, this is the last question.
Great.
Okay, great.
A guy puts a gun to your head and says, I have your partner locked up in the other room, and you both have to say a single word. If it's the same word, you live. If you pick different words, you both get killed. What is that word?
Well, if I'm Mitch, I'm nervous because there's no way he's missing my head. So he'd be looking at me through his sniper scope. He's gonna fucking bullseye. I'm gonna say that word.
Come.
I think is what Mitch is gonna say. Wow.
Oh my, I don't know the answer to this. A single word, there's a gun to my head. We both have to say the same word. What is that word going to be?
Trudeau?
Celine? I'm going to say it's going to be, could it be a name?
Sure. As long as it's one word.
I'm going to say it's, oh man, this is because we do have like, you know, when couples have like a lingo around the house.
Right, yeah.
But mostly it's just adding like we just add like a little thing at the end of a regular word. So I could be like, but I'm gonna say it's but she might not know. I was gonna say the dog's name, Mia. Maybe I'll say because we do call the dog Miush. So
That's cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Miush.
That's cute.
Yeah, because it's cute.
I hope that works.
The killer's like, I'm sorry, but it was Mia.
Oh no!
All right, that's it.
Okay,
we could get everyone back into the room.
All right, now we're all back in the room together.
I took an embarrassingly long pee.
Yeah, just urinating for about 10 minutes.
A lot of grunts for a pee.
Let me tell you, that bathroom is echoey, and I have a feeling that the hunks and babes of Headgum don't have to use the bathroom like I do usually.
You think?
I feel like there wasn't even toilet paper in there.
Well, why did you need it? You only took a long ass piss.
I mean, if I get or when I get piss on the seat, I wipe it off.
Sure, right.
And
Yeah,
you stop to look at the hunks of Headgum calendar.
Casey looking good on that calendar.
March. Very good.
Anyways, we're back.
We're back.
It's not as funny as that we were going to name the segment Dip Shit, Dip/Shit, whether it was, well, the other half of the segment.
That we have a segment. The segment is the Chewlywed Game.
The Chewlywed Game.
You had the dip that you wanted to eat, and you need the excuse to give yourself permission to eat it. You need the excuse of it being part of the show.
Then
which
you
is
had
why
a
we ate
huge
it.
shit.
Then you had to take a huge shit.
Yeah.
The dip.
I mean,
The
a
dip-
long piss. I apologize.
Dip put me over. The dip put me over the edge, and that's what made me had to piss. I think probably because dip is like almost liquidy. Maybe is
Sure,
like a
that
part
makes
of
sense.
it.
Yeah.
But we were gonna call it dip shit, and that's just
You
ironic.
took
what
that
happened.
too literally.
I
Yes,
took it.
yeah.
I took it literally.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the dip later. Let's get to the Chewlywed
All right,
Game.
Yes.
let's do it. Okay, these are questions for Nick and Norm.
Okay.
How do you take your eggs?
Wait, these were questions that they've already answered.
They
on
That's
our
right.
answer
behalf.
these questions,
Yeah.
so we're about to find out
Okay, great.
how much you do or do not know each other.
Got it. How do I take my eggs? Like I made them this morning, scrambled.
I'm gonna say if it's not microwaved on a plate, I'm gonna say it's over easy. On a
Ding,
pan.
ding, ding! You both answered correctly.
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
You both have 1 point.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay. What is your ideal sandwich?
Oh.
This is tough. Mitch is guessing my ideal sandwich.
Mhm.
In years past, it would be a BLT. However, he knows that I don't eat pork anymore. And he knows I like patty melts. He knows I like PB&J. Could be PB&J. But I think he might have said grilled cheese, which I do love. A
Okay.
grilled cheese.
Well, I do like a California breaded veal sandwich. I also like an Italian sub. I
Lot of
also like
fun.
a turkey sub from Jersey Mike's.
That's
No
a great
fishing,
sandwich.
Norm.
Man, I'm a big sandwich guy. It could be so many things.
You love sandwich.
Yeah, I do love a sandwich. I'm gonna say God, because normally.
But remember, what did I say?
What
Hey,
did you
hey.
say?
Hey,
No,
hey.
you just
okay,
phrased it.
all
That's
right.
what he said.
Okay,
It's
okay.
true.
That's what he said.
Norm has to think of that on his own.
Weiger just said it.
By the way, that turkey sub from Jersey Mike's. Mwah.
Yeah,
Yes,
really
That's a
good.
great sandwich.
Oh
and I
my
don't usually
God.
love a turkey sandwich, but the turkey sub is real good.
It is
Really good there. Yeah, of course, Mike's
Great.
way rules.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say an Italian sub.
okay.
Great answer.
This is
I didn't get it.
well, neither of us.
You both did not guess correctly.
No.
For both of us. And Wags, it's crazy because I said veggie sandwich for you.
That's a great answer. I do love a veggie sandwich.
and then she said, well, that could be a grilled cheese. And I said, you know what? If he says grilled cheese, it's wrong.
Wow.
Can you
So
believe
if you didn't
Specifically.
say that, I
Wow.
would have maybe accepted.
but Mitch, I do love a well-made veggie sandwich.
Did I-
So that's Mitch is right. Mitch is on point there.
I said pastrami.
Oh, pastrami
Because
sandwich.
you order it
Yes.
everywhere.
I do order
Norm,
it
I-
everywhere.
It's too late. No takes
Too late.
backsies.
We both overthought it. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
I
We
think
both
so.
overthought it out of existence.
Yeah, I'm a big pastrami. I'll get a pastrami sandwich anywhere that has it.
Wow. Okay.
You're still tied though, 1 for 1.
Wow. There we go.
Okay, or 1 and 1. Next question: what is a foolproof way to make you angry?
This was one of the funner questions.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, foolproof way to get me angry.
First off, I don't get angry, so this is a tough one to answer. I don't really get mad.
I mean, you have one of the firmest, most tense faces I've ever seen in my life. I find that impossible to believe.
Go ahead.
I think Mitch would have said being late.
I think Alana is gonna say waking me up early in the morning.
Both.
Oh
Wow.
Being late is great. I should have said that. That is one. I don't do that as much anymore. It doesn't happen. Well, it kind of happens sometimes. But
Yeah.
Not that much.
It happened when we went to Sonic this week. We talked about it earlier in the episode.
that was crazy circumstances.
Crazy.
That was-
circumstance.
I was up till 7 a.m. That it doesn't happen as much anymore.
It's fine.
So both Alana and Mitch said that their general presence or attendance near.
Wow.
Now that makes
Just
sense.
being around.
Yeah, we
Okay,
just thought
sure.
you
Yeah,
guys
that's
don't like
fair.
when we're around.
Yeah,
That's a better answer.
And then they modified. Then Mitch said anything like work related or stubbornness.
Yeah, me being stubborn, I'm saying.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
What did you clarify?
Anything to do with work and you.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's
Like
Yeah.
if you talk about it and that'll get you going.
that's right.
Yeah.
Work related stuff. Yeah.
Still tied though.
Yeah, I just wanted. Well, we're stopped after a second. I cannot emphasize enough how much dip Evan Susser ate. Did you have the same experience?
Yeah.
Yes, and also when we got out there, I was like, "Whoa, they really did eat a lot of this dip."
That was sus.
And
You did say that.
I was like, "Holy shit, they ate a lot of the dip." And I also was then being like, "Why is Sus here? Did he come just for the dip?"
Yeah.
It's very
We never
confusing.
got an answer technically.
Yeah.
He went for a walk and then he scooted half here and now he wants a ride home. Is what I've gathered. But Sus, feel free to weigh in whenever you'd like. He's good.
He's
He
good.
said no.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
We talked to Crud too.
What is your favorite thing about your partner?
Oh,
Well, here we go.
this is what. Wait, this is me. What I would say is Mitch's best quality.
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to figure the logic
okay.
of it.
Wait, we have to rephrase that because someone's best quality and then what you like about them might not be the same thing because you phrase it as what do you like best about them, right? Not necessarily quality.
How was it phrased?
Wait,
Yeah.
what is your favorite thing about your partner?
Oh,
What is
So-
your
so
favorite
what-
thing about your
yeah.
partner?
What you
Okay.
were saying about me.
What Mitch? So Mitch is saying what he thinks I would say was my favorite thing about him.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, he's lovable. He's charming.
Yeah, funny,
Funny.
exuberant.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about Alana. You're talking about Mitch. I gotcha.
Exuberant.
Exuberant.
Exuberant's a great word for you.
He's a great time to be around. A
If you
great
could just
hang.
narrow it down to maybe just one thing.
Yeah, I'm just spitballing. I'm just trying to get through
I'm
all
gonna
the.
say Alana's ability to party.
That's pretty good. And
I love
honestly,
that answer.
Interesting.
you could say a similar thing about Mitch.
I am a party
He
dude.
is a party animal. He's a very social animal.
party
He's a
dudes.
beast.
I'm trying to figure out how to characterize this, but I'm just gonna. Let me know if there's an acceptable answer. How funny and charismatic he is.
I will take that. Yes. Mitch said funny.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She helped me
And
get there.
Yeah.
but-
I am so sorry, Alana Norm.
No, what did you say?
You know what it is, Norm? Because you're a bold-faced liar. It's my butt. You're obsessed.
yes.
Wow.
You're
No, that's
obsessed
right.
Wow.
with my
The
butt.
sleeve came off. Literally
I
the butt,
can't
and then
even-
sleeve hit me right in the dick.
Yeah, like, hello.
No, you're right.
I got two Ben Affleck hogs on the backside here, baby.
That's right.
Watch out.
I'm sorry. It is Alana's big fat ass.
By the way, if I hadn't said funny, how angry would Mitch be?
I wouldn't. I felt self-conscious about saying it.
He was like dancing around, and then finally I was like, "Funny, it's that you're funny."
Yeah.
But we do
We
like
party
that we
so
like to
hard.
party. We don't
Yeah.
let the other person feel bad about partying either.
So you're telling me Tater Tits has a great
yeah.
Okay.
She's got a Sonic size ass.
All right, next question. You're at a wedding and your favorite DJ, MCC, starts playing your favorite song. What song is that?
Oh, mine is Night Moves by Bob Seger.
Well, we answered as we answered. I shall say this: we answered band. We answered like
An artist.
Yeah.
An artist.
Broad.
Yeah.
Then probably George Harrison or the Beatles.
I think Mitch is either going to say Metallica or Elvis Presley, and I'm going to go Elvis Presley.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding for Alana and Norm.
Yes.
George Harrison.
Yes.
George Harrison.
Harrison.
I am so sorry, Nick, but
Wow.
the answer was Metallica.
Wow.
That
Oh.
hurts.
50-50.
That one
Good
hurts.
point.
That
Oh,
one was
yeah,
way
yeah.
too close.
That really hurt.
Yeah, song and
That's good.
band is very
Yeah, way too
specific
real
thing.
cheap.
Well, the
Very
reason
nice.
why, just so you guys know, the reason why we had to stray from song is because we were like, well, if they're at a wedding and this, like, it's not like you guys are going to start dancing. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why we
Yeah.
had to go a little broader.
Yeah.
I first said no music. You'd want them to turn the music off.
White noise. You said white
I
noise.
said
Yeah,
white noise,
that's
and
good
then I
answer.
said Metallica.
Yeah.
I know that you
the
like
real answer.
Presley more than Metallica.
No, I'm totally thinking recency bias because we've talked about Elvis a lot, and I've been talking about how much I like Elvis, but
Mm.
because of the Elvis movie.
Yeah.
But I know that you know that I like Metallica,
Yeah.
so I think you certainly know me with that answer. I just
Yeah.
And normally I'm a Nielsen person, but I've been on
I
a
said
Nielsen.
you love
She
Harry
did- she did say Harry
Nielsen.
Nielsen.
huge George Harrison kick.
I
recently.
know.
Really helped out
Yeah.
there.
The-
He changed his answer to George Harrison. I fucked up. I fucked us
no,
over.
you're fine. The real answer there for me, by the way, is that I'm RSVPing no to the wedding. So
Won't be there.
yeah.
Hate the DJ. Requesting
That's
Here
true.
Comes the Hot Stepper over and over.
Okay. This is the last question for Nick and Norm.
Great.
How many flights of stairs do you have in your home?
Oh, well, flight, it's 0.
Okay, I'll accept stair number as well.
Yeah, it was just the front step, so 1, I guess.
0 stairs in my apartment, but I'm wondering if Mitch is counting my complex as my home, which he's done in the past. But I'm going to say I think that's bad faith, and I think he's going to stay 0.
Yeah, I think he said none.
I think none.
0.
Ding, ding, ding for Mitch and Wags.
Wow.
The answer was none, and
I'm sorry, Norm. What hussy's house with 1 step have you been going to? Because we have 3.
3. There's 3 steps in the front.
Are you listening to this
But
bullshit?
the question was a flight
Where
of
are you
stairs.
going?
I did
What
clarify.
constitutes a
I
flight?
No, she clarified.
I said I would accept stair number.
Oh, I see. Okay. We have 3
Maybe that was
steps.
a clerical
we have
issue.
a lot to go over.
Okay.
Please, I just want to win these cookies.
I know. I'm like
Eyes
so.
on the prize. Eyes
Oh
on
my
the
god.
prize.
Okay.
What's the score so far? And that's all of the questions from round 1, right?
Yes,
Tie,
that is all the questions.
3-3 or 2-2?
It is
3-2.
3-2.
3-2.
3
Nick
to
and Mitch have
2.
3, Alana and Norm have 2.
Wow. Okay. Great. All right. So we're flipping
So
it
we need to come
around,
back.
and
You're gonna
now
have
it's
to- you're gonna have
questions
to make
that
up for.
Norm and I answered on Mitch and Alana's behalf.
Here we go.
Great.
All
This is...
right, here we go.
Also, Evan's like
Yeah,
fully trying to
Susser's-
open the
Susser's
door.
opening the
That's
cookies
the
already.
prize.
Yeah,
That's the prize for the
prize.
winning
don't
team.
dip the cookies.
Oh my god, Evan, you're a monster!
He's dipping the cookies in the dip.
Yeah.
Fire this commissioner at once! Step down!
I should have guessed that last one, the 3. That's an obvious.
You should have guessed the butt. That was
The
obvious.
butt too. Yeah, I fucked up.
okay. You ask your partner to pick you up a snack from the store. What snack is that?
Chips.
Cool Ranch Doritos.
What kind of chips, Alana?
The white truffle chips from Trader Joe's.
No, that's not it.
Well, you made me clarify. You should have done that.
Ooh, Emma, what do I do here? Okay, we're in for...
I think Mitch got it. Mitch nailed it.
So Mitch and Wags, ding ding ding. Congratulations, but Norm guessed the dill pickle chips.
Dill pickle chips.
But they don't always have them in the States, Norm. You can't say that. That's not
Alana,
fair. It's a
but
Canadian
it's a scenario
chip.
where you could have any chips. You're blowing this for Norm.
No, you're saying the scenarios where you go to the store.
No,
What is
no.
this magical store that has all my chips?
Yes.
If the question had been worded to say the magical chip store that has any chip,
It would have been dill pickle, like
Yeah.
without a doubt. But I
that's
named
not-
an American chip.
I think your logic is sound. I think Norm also knows you by guessing that chip, so I don't think anyone did anything wrong here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Norm was definitely right in that.
Okay. Would you prefer to make whoopie or eat whoopie pie?
Make whoopie. Oh my god.
Eat whoopie pie. Oh my god.
All right. That was an easy one.
Yeah,
Points
that's a
all
gimme.
around.
Yeah, points. I was like, if you guys didn't get that, you don't know shit.
No, yeah. That's the big fat ass question of our time.
Okay, that was like that was just like a bingo centerpiece.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Okay. If you ended up in jail, what does your partner think it'd be for?
Public intoxication.
Oh man, I think mine would be for drinking too. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like a scumbag if I say drinking and driving, but
I know, I
I
had
just
the same
will say
thought. I had the exact same thought.
it. I will say it.
Okay. I would Emma, would you say that's correct? I mean, Wags did say a DUI, right?
Well, that was one of my answers, but I did
real
settle
answer?
on they discovered your secret litter box cam.
yeah.
Murdering Weiger is probably the real answer.
Not
think
even
he's
giving
right,
him
yeah.
a chance
Yeah.
to succeed.
All right.
And mine was attempted murder, right?
Yes, yours was
Attempted.
assault, stabbing, attempted
Excuse me,
murder.
if I start the job, I'm going to finish it. Are you out of your mind?
Stabbing. Not,
Norm, are you listening to this? Get your own ride home, even though you drove.
I did guess DWI at a certain point, and then I
Yeah.
second guessed. it.
Okay,
Yes,
so
But you don't
we
have to
won't
give me a
count
point.
that
I
as-
And
don't-
you
I don't
also
think
said
count it.
camera in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's true.
Your first instinct
Just so
was
we can-
toilet cam.
That's
yeah,
true,
Just so
yeah.
we can see that long piss.
Susser.
Susser now has the
That's why he
chocolate.
said
Oh,
chocolate.
no.
It's like, I'm so sick of this.
I'm not a
doing
man
that.
who's driving around drunk, for God's sakes. Don't
Yes,
do
yeah,
it.
No.
Okay, next question.
Well, but this is the thing. That's part of the reason that my mind went there is not because like you do that, but because I'm like, Mitch is not going to kill somebody. Mitch is not going to rob a bank.
Sure.
Mitch is not, Mitch is not
And
going
I
to do
party.
something felonious, but yeah, he might drink a little bit too much and end up driving.
Blow warning.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna drive home drunk tonight, for God's sake.
All that dip.
Close one eye. I'll be fine.
Do you think Christmas is a cookie holiday?
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding for Alana and Norm. Unfortunately, Wag said soft yes.
I feel like you come around to a soft yes, but I understand why you thought I might say
Soft is right. Fuck. I thought you thought that because of what we said.
Yeah. Where are we score
I
wise?
think you might be
I think we're tied.
We're tied. Okay. So is this a decisive
this one's
question?
so
Oh
tough.
my God.
No.
No, I have Mitch and Wags are at 5 and Alana and Norm are at 4.
Okay. So
okay.
but this still will be a pivotal question.
I think the tie goes to the guests.
Yeah. 100%.
I do have a tiebreaker question.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What is your partner's best quality?
Oh, we got a couple more.
Oh yeah, there's still a couple.
There's 2 more questions,
Yeah.
and
Got
then if needed, the tiebreaker.
Okay.
What's the question again?
What is your partner's best quality?
Quality.
There's 2 things I could say here. Weiger is extremely organized, and then also he's very generous. I'm gonna go with generous.
Okay, quality. Because I want to say your hair.
He has we haven't talked about this enough. For those of you not watching the video feed, Norm has a fantastic head of hair.
It's
You got a great-
incredible.
you got a
So
great-
great.
you
I'm
got a
so
great-
envious. I'm so
Incredible.
being
That's
hair
great.
cucked sitting next to him on the couch.
I
Yeah.
can't tell if I got
Incredible.
because sometimes I get the Mr. Sheffield white skunk.
It's
thing in there,
amazing.
but-
No,
It looks
so
great.
So
good.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say funny. Yeah, it's that you're funny.
I'm sorry, you're both wrong.
What were the answers?
Wag said organized.
Yeah, I went the other way around. Yeah.
And Norm said his driving skills.
Oh yeah, you are a good driver.
Yeah. I honestly want to ride. For
I
Norm
said the
now.
organized thing.
You did say the organized
Yeah.
one, and also the generous thing is very nice. So
And
I
the
thank
hair
you for
thing
saying
is
Did you bring that up at
very
all or no?
accurate.
You're
I didn't
too
bring that up.
modest
No.
to bring it up.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so it's
I
still
should've thought of that.
5-4 because we both got it wrong.
I'm a little self-conscious about the salt and pepper. Let's move on.
The salt and pepper looks great.
Let's move on.
The salt and pepper is a big part of why your hair looks so
Weiger,
fantastic.
I
probably
get that
true.
you're trying to boost his confidence, but honestly, Evan's getting his grubby little hands all over everything. We must finish the game.
Yes.
Stop
This is
looking at that
insane.
It's like
drift.
everything. I can't stand it.
This is
Oh my
insane.
God.
His mouth is watering looking at the monitor.
Wrong. We know who ate the dip.
He's chewing on a microphone.
So this is the last question.
All right, great.
Oh shit.
It might not be. This could bring it to a tie, but if
Okay.
not, this is the last question.
All right.
It's a tough one too.
A guy puts a gun to your head and says, I have your partner locked up in the other room, and you both have to say a single word. If it's the same word, you live. If you pick different words, you both get killed. What is that word?
So easy. Come.
No hesitation. Doesn't think about it. Immediately.
Oh wait. Wow.
I'm going on a huge limb on this one. All right, which one? Wait, which one are you going to settle on?
I'm gonna say
Come or
wow.
Okay.
Don't double cum this.
This one's huge and totally inside, and I could be wrong, but Helorsh.
Oh fuck, that's a good one.
Congratulations to Weiger and Mitch, because you guys live. Alana and Norm, I'm sorry, you are both deceased.
What's the word?
Wow.
Said Miash, the dog.
Oh my God. You know, I was thinking that, but then I was like,
I
that's,
know.
I didn't consider that a word. I considered it a name.
I did say that we put shh at the end.
At the end of
Yes,
everything.
yeah.
words
Yeah.
and Helorsh.
I got the
Very
second
cute.
half of it at least.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, we blew it.
I feel
Anyways.
disgusted for winning this. We spent too much time together.
I know.
It's disgusting.
You've been married longer than we have.
Yeah.
Was
anyway-
wow the answer?
Wow is the answer.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyways, enjoy your sweaty cookies.
So congrats
What was-
to Nick and Wags. You get a.
Wow.
But you
Thank
know what?
you.
I love our guests.
I love our
Yeah, we
guests
should.
too.
when
Oh my
they
God.
get to have them.
I agree.
Oh my God.
I agree.
I'm so excited.
I love the game.
What was the tiebreaker question?
What's a secret talent your partner has that other people don't know about?
Well, I must
Secret
hear the
talent. Don't need to do
answer
this
now.
one.
Yeah, what
Let's
is
just say the man can make a circle of himself.
Okay.
it? What?
Hey, thank you, Amelia. Big hand for Amelia, everyone.
Now, dip or shit? Did you like the dip or was it shit?
I thought the dip was good, and honestly, Susser may have persuaded me that the best dipping combo was the nacho cheese chip
He was-
into the Cool Ranch dip.
Believe it or not, he was spewing the same thing when we came out while eating more of it.
Yeah.
I think that the dip is a dip. I don't think it's shit.
It's a good dip,
I think it's a decent dip. I wish it was a little more Cool Ranchy.
And less jalapeno.
Very
And less
jalapeno-y,
jalapeno.
yes. Great point.
And my favorite to dip into it, I thought that the tortilla chips are going to be number one. Those were last.
Oh.
Cool Ranch number one for me.
Cool Ranch worked well.
Nacho.
Yeah.
Then tortilla.
I'm going to say I love the dip. And without Susser saying anything, I said the nacho cheese, and then you had said that
That's right.
you said the same thing. So
It's
I
true.
agree because this is too easy of a setup, but the dip cuts the cheese. It literally does. So that's why I liked it.
I did walk in, and there was that one chip in every bag that collected all of the dust on it, and I did eat that just straight up, just.
They should
neat.
make Doritos that. We've talked about this. They should make
Double
extra,
flavor.
yes.
Extra powder, yeah.
They definitely
I'm with
should.
you.
I'm going to say that I liked the plain tortilla because it really brought out the taste of the dip.
Oh.
Although I do
You
think it
like
was
it.
slightly jalapeno-y too much, but I'm still kind of into it. I'm going to say the regular tortilla, then the nacho, then the double Cool Ranch might have been too much ranch.
Too much
Yeah.
ranch. All right.
I still like the double Cool Ranch. I think that would be my number 2. But I liked them all. It's a good dip. I agree that it's more if you tasted it blind, I would not guess it was a Cool Ranch dip. I'd guess it was a jalapeno sour cream.
I'm going to
dip.
say the same thing,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I agree with that.
What a double segment
Yeah.
for Love Week when we have couples on. It makes
Wow.
sense.
Wow.
Amelia, thank you. That was great.
Thank you, Amelia. That was
really good.
delightful.
amazing. Oh my God.
That was the Chewlywed Game.
And thank you, Sus, for not eating the gifts.
Yeah.
Just like a restaurant value feedback, let's open up the feedback. And today we have an email from Nate. Nate writes the following. Before I got married, my brother and I went to a barbecue restaurant in clean white t-shirts and asked the waitress to remove all the napkins and silverware. We proceeded to eat the messiest meal we could and used our white t-shirts to clean ourselves. It was a blast. Over the past decade, I have taken several friends to do the same thing a few weeks before their nuptials. It is always fun, and each time we receive the same befuddled looks from the waitstaff. Do you have any odd dining out traditions? Thanks for the laughs. Feels sarcastic. This is insane.
This is
First
insane.
of all, brag about being married. That's rude for all the single people.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Most of our listeners.
But I agree. It's wild. This is madness.
Sus, you kind of pull this move every time we go to dinner.
I think this is, first off, this is fine to do as long as you're not leaving a mess for the servers. Like, if you're not leaving a
Sure.
big messy table, which I could worry that could happen with
That's
this.
also so gross.
It's
If
also
you're
very
in the
gross.
restaurant. That's gross.
Well, because I'm also like, if you're at another table and you're seeing that, I'd be like, that was weird. Although I guess it depends on what the restaurant, the setup of the barbecue restaurant is. If it's outside, it maybe is a little bit more casual. Maybe it's okay. I just would not want to be that messy. I don't like being messy.
No, me neither.
Why do you want it on your shirt? That's disgusting.
And if it's like, if you're on the public transit and you just look like you murdered somebody because you have sauce all over you, it looks like blood. I don't know.
Also, because that's another thing. If you're taking out somebody before the nuptials, this could, be a bit of a bachelor party type thing. How are you going to get to location 2? What's the plan?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do we get to the strip club to see mine and Mitch's fat tits?
But also, it seems like a pack of like white Hanes shirt is just the replacement for napkins. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
And that's
I feel like it's kind of a
expensive.
waste. Yeah. It gets
Just
a little
use
pricey.
napkins.
Yeah, or
Well,
sew them
just use
together
them-
and wear them.
The question is though, is
The
if we have
question,
any weird
the question
thing.
is not like, do you think I'm an idiot for doing this insane thing? The question
answer is yes,
The
we
answer
do.
is yes.
How
The
dare
answer
you.
is do you have any odd dining out traditions of your own? And I'm not sure if I have anything anymore. I'm trying to think back on the past if I've had anything that I did that
One
was.
thing I miss is in Canada, there's a restaurant called Jack Astor's, which is like equivalent of like a Applebee's kind of thing. But you can remember they'd give you crayons and you'd be able to like draw on the
that's
mat.
That's
That was
fun. Yeah, I definitely do that if it's available.
If it was an option.
Totally.
Yeah.
One thing I liked doing when I was like college age was sake bombs. I could not imagine ever doing that anymore. But
Oh,
like
those are
that's such a
fun.
fun thing, and like kicking the underside of a table to have the sake drop into your beer
Wow,
glass.
that's fun.
Like that's a
We would
hoot.
hit the table a little bit.
Yeah, we do like one of these.
Sake bombs were fun.
Yeah, that's
I
a
think
lot of
those
fun.
were
I cannot imagine doing that as
And also,
at
I
my
think a
current
lot
age.
of there are Japanese restaurants that are totally fine with that. Like
100%. Like you go to the kind of place where that was like okay, that was part of the atmosphere. Like in a college town, that's one thing. But like doing that now at my age, I'd feel so sweaty and desperate. I would not want to do it. I would not also would feel self-conscious.
Sitting alone at a table.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, come now.
I don't really have anything like this. I don't do anything. I'm boring when it comes to stuff like this. I don't have it. I got nothing.
I guess I kind of have this tradition where I go to restaurants and eat the food, pay, and leave.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I know.
Okay.
A weird tradition like using your shirt as a napkin.
Yeah,
is insane.
it's very strange. I was at an indie wrestling show, PWG, here in Los Angeles, and I met one of the wrestlers, Caveman Ugg, and Caveman Ugg was selling T-shirts, but he's like a caveman, and he like stays in character, and so the way his shirt worked is that you get a shirt, and then he would dip his arm in like glitter paint, and it was a plain white T-shirt, and then he gave me a chest slap with his forearm.
Nice reverse knife edge chop.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's like at the zoo where the elephant paints the canvas with its nose.
Yeah. That was a cool shirt, but it did hurt to get chopped by Caveman Ugg.
So
he's a
wait,
big burly
what?
wrestler.
Hold on a second. No, but I'm saying, oh, wait, what? Hold on a
He
second.
dips his hand, he has a shirt.
Like he gives you a plain white
T-shirt. He gives you a Ric
T-shirt.
Flair chop.
Yeah,
That's
it gives you a
glitter
chop
arm.
with
That's
a glitter
cool.
arm, and then the glitter paint leaves that imprint on your arm, and that's the equivalent of it on your shirt, and that's the equivalent of his merch.
You have nothing though that you do that. I guess buying like an extra entree, which is more of a fat guy thing, but I got nothing besides that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
When we go to steakhouses and stuff, we always get a cocktail, but like that's nothing.
Yeah, sorry,
Special.
this guy, you're on your own.
We pre-drink, I guess.
Susser, Casey, Emma, Amelia, anything like? Do any of you have anything weird you do? And if not, it's okay.
Maybe I like to sit on the same side of someone if there's a booth at a restaurant instead
That's
of
fun.
across.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Not even-
fine.
That's not even
Oh.
that weird.
Oh, that's
No, but
that
that's
is
different.
a
Not
little
everybody
odd.
does that. Yeah.
Yeah, I go to restaurants like a normal person.
Good answer. No one's got
I
it.
also go to restaurants like a normal person. I wash
Yeah.
my hands before I eat.
I love to wash
Okay,
my hands before I
fancy,
eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this, the Ritz?
But it would be like, on my uncle's birthday, we go to the restaurant and we put our shoes on our hands and eat the food with the shoes on our hands.
That's the kind of thing he's
That's the
looking
kind of
for,
thing
yeah.
he's looking for,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't do that.
I guess like I do sit in a booster seat and have a bib bomb. And, like, as, like,
That's
a baby.
true.
That's
Yeah.
not. I should have
Yeah.
thought of that. I guess
yeah,
that's
when
a
you go to
little weird.
McDonald's, you eat the nuggets in the ball pit.
Yeah. So you got nothing, right? All right.
Of course he
All right.
doesn't.
Sorry, Nate, but congrats on getting married. If you have a question or comment about the World of Chain for Love Week, that's appropriate. And if you have a question or comment about the World of Chain restaurants, you can email us at doughboyspodcast@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 830-GO-DOUGH. That's 830-463-6844. And to get the Doughboys Double or Weekly bonus episode, join the Golden or Platinum Play Club at patreon.com/Doughboys. Plus, we love you guys. We'd love to talk with you. So check out Doughboys Snack Pack on Spotify Live because Spotify loves us. And hang out and chat with us every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Listen live on Spotify. We're looking forward to you guys joining us over there.
Show got canceled.
Alana Johnston, Norm, Sousa. What a treat to have you here for Love Week. This was so fun.
Love you guys.
What a
Appreciate
blast.
it. What a
Love
great
you
love
guys.
You have
Love
anything?
you
You have
dudes.
anything to plug?
Yes, my podcast. That Norm does the intro with me every week.
right.
Self-Esteem Party podcast. It's the Feel Good Podcast of the Year. You guys have both been guests on it.
Sure
Cecil,
have.
We'll see. But check it out. It's available wherever you get your podcasts, and it's popping off.
Yeah, I think by the time this airs, the Super Bowl will be over, probably, maybe.
This will be the Valentine's week.
Yeah,
this will be at the
so-
Super
Well,
Bowl.
you hope you saw Norm's work on the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
next
you go.
football season. Check me out on Fox.
Yeah.
There you go.
Norm has great sketches that go up during the Sunday games.
Pre-game show, yeah.
Pre-game show on Fox, and I was in one. There's a lot of people.
That's
and,
right.
Yep.
And it's the sort of thing we talked about it that family and friends back home will know that about me more than anything I've ever done.
Yeah.
It's
Truly.
100% the truth.
Turns out a lot of people like football, and they probably go to bars and use shirts as napkins to watch.
Well, hey, that's the end of Love Week, and that'll do it for this episode of Doughboys. Till next time, for my friend, the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell, I'm Nick Weiger. Happy eating. We love you.
Love ya. Bye. Next week on the Doughboys Double.
It's All Elite Podcasting presents Fat Tuesday.
That's right, Wags. We're celebrating Mardi Gras Nolan style with a very special guest, the commissioner himself, Evan Susser.
We're talking king cake, and if we're lucky, perhaps we'll hear a story from down in the bayou.
Down in the bayou? That sounds nice and swampy, Nick. Plus, we'll detail how Colt Cabana got us backstage at AEW Dynamite and hear from Colt himself. Wow.
Wow, Tuesday, only at patreon.com/doughboys. Sources for the intro are in the episode description.
That was a Headgum podcast.